Seawolves, and thank you for tuning in to the 2025 Stony Brook Roth Regatta show. I'm Miles Reese.
And I'm Aisha Monday. We have such an action-packed day for you guys. There's food, boat racing, music, and so much more. It's going to be great. I'm most excited about Phoenix Rising, Miles. What are you excited about?
You know, I'm excited about all the boat races, of course. That's what we're here for. But, I mean, can we talk about this weather? It's gorgeous outside. It's been a long time coming. For 2 years, it's been kind of rainy, kind of chilly, kind of muggy out, and not looking so good. But for today, we're doing good. And speaking of the weather, let's hand it over to Stamatia Katsaros to tell us about today's forecast.
Thanks, guys. Today is a beautiful day to be out at Roth Pond for the regatta. Our high today will sit comfortably at 73, and our low later tonight won't get down further than about 56. The clouds will be pretty prominent today with the sun peeking out a couple times, but overall, it will remain pretty overcast. We'll have a slight wind, a little bit less than 15 miles per hour today, but overall, it is a great day to get out there on the pond. Speaking of getting out there on the pond, I'm part of the Stony Brook Weather Club, and we have ourselves our own boat today that I spent days building with my club, and we used nothing but cardboard, paint, and a little bit of a dream with some duct tape. So hopefully we'll be rowing right out there into the winner's circle, and we'll see you on the pond.
Your sideline anchor, we're going to be hearing from who are coming out of the pond and hearing what they've experienced in the pond, whether it was cold, if any of them drowned. We're going to hear all about it here. Back to you guys.
Tia's looking like today's going to be more
We're
on the hotter
waiting here for
side,
the
but I'm
boats to
sure
start.
it'll add to all the fun and festivities at the pond. Speaking of ponds, our very own Jake Arikio has done research on a unique body of water that Stony Brook students will be racing in today.
Roth Regatta will be sailing smoothly today, but the journey towards the regatta wasn't without speed bumps. You see, Roth Pond is a body of water susceptible to cyanobacteria. More commonly known as blue-green algae, their blooms are toxic and dangerous. The bacteria can naturally be found in small numbers by lakes and streams, but can form massive blooms under the right conditions. When bloomed, scums will form and a paint-like appearance will coat the water. If this algae is spotted, contact should be avoided. Side effects of contact with affected water include skin irritation, nausea, vomiting, and difficulty breathing. Thankfully, the pond has been drained in recent weeks, removing the threat for our racers. With a fresh deposit of water in the pond, the boats and the racers inside them are assured a safe trip out on the track. If you spot any blue-green algae blooms at a beach near you, please contact the Suffolk County Department of Health Services Office of Ecology at 631-852-5760 or via email at any time at scdhsweb@suffolkcountiny.gov. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy Roth Regatta Live.
Thank you, Jake. That was very insightful. And Roth Pond is home of many aquatic animals such as turtles, frogs, koi, and goldfish, plenty of insects, and there may be some hidden debris and sharp objects and entangling plants, aquatic plants, underneath the pond. So please be careful out there. And next up, we have something special, don't we, Aisha?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have asked our own Seawolves what they're doing for Roth Regatta. Things like if they're racing today, what they're most excited for, and so much more. So our very own Christopher Yang and Anjali Vishwanath have more.
Hello, Seawolves. Welcome back to another segment of Chris on the Street. My name is Christopher Yang.
And I'm Anjali Vishwanath.
We're here at the Academic Mall to interview students to see how they feel about Roth Regatta. All right, so first question. Are you excited for Roth Regatta?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm really excited. It's going to be fun.
Me too. I'm excited to see everyone's boats.
I am always excited for Roth Regatta. It's one of my favorite traditions that we have on campus.
I am. My club, the Anthropology Club, undergraduate anthropology studies, has a boat, so we're working towards it.
Hell yeah. We're actually making a boat for Marine Science Club, but I can't attend Roth Regatta because of an internship.
I have no clue what it is, but you know what? I'm always excited to go to every event that's going to be on here on campus.
How do you feel about the theme, Greek mythology?
I think it's pretty cool. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Yeah, I'm glad we're celebrating Greek life.
I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology. I love the story of Zeus and all those amazing Greek stuff.
What do you think of the theme, Greek mythology?
Actually iconic. Kind of wish we were always thinking of doing that. That one and Shrek are kind of my favorites that have been done, yeah.
I used to really like Athena back in the day, though, like back in middle school, high school.
So we kind of we're trying to design the boat and theme it as Hydra, you know, the many heads, but then instead of like typical Hydra heads, we're going to put our professors' heads on top.
What do you feel about this big campus tradition?
I love it. It was one of the big selling points coming to Stony Brook. I toured my senior year of high school. They pointed out the pond. They're like, you get to build a boat and sink on this water if you want to. And I looked forward to it. It's a campus activity. I enjoy it.
Honestly, it's amazing. I have never seen like a similar tradition in any other schools, which is pretty interesting. Like, I don't know, this seems like just such a college thing to do.
So it's one of the biggest events that's going to be happening during the spring semester. So yeah, this is definitely going to help a lot.
I think it's pretty cool that the school does these cool activities to look forward to. So, very excited.
Yeah, I think everything is for a good cause and it gets everyone like together, every organization.
I think in general, just like having something for students to look forward to is really great. Like Stony Brook is really good at having like those milestones. So like I know like the Brook is always in like November, December. I know Brookfest is around always April time. I think it gives like a little bit of a reward for everything you guys do. Is like, great, now I get to come together and see people that maybe I don't hang out with, but we all have this one thing of like, I'm gonna go to Roth Regatta, everybody goes to Roth Regatta. So it's like a nice little bonding thing where maybe I don't know you, but I'm like, no, we both go to Roth Regatta together. Like that's okay, and that's really, really cool.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing all those boats. Are you doing one?
My club, Pokemon Go Club, is actually doing a boat, so I'm very excited to see how they do. And honestly, we're looking forward to Roth Regatta.
Yeah, I personally am hoping to see, I don't know, maybe some literary, some Captain Nemo, some, under the sea moments. But yeah, hoping that all of our boats sink, don't swim. Good luck to everyone competing today. I'm Anjali Vishwanath.
I'm Christopher Yang.
And this has been Chris on the Street.
Hi guys, so we are walking to the rock pond.
All right, we're going now. We are starting our journey on
To Roth. As you can see, we're going to the studio.
You guys get to see behind the scenes of the control room. So here's the control room right here now.
We are walking, we're making our way outside. We are going. All right, it is hot, it is sunny outside. It's a good day. Wouldn't you say, Aisha?
I love this weather. Honestly. It's not raining like it was.
Yeah. I see. We really banked out on this.
Yeah, for sure.
People outside today, isn't that good?
Yeah, so we were here earlier that were being made, and it was like very admirable to see. I really enjoyed seeing all the setup and how determined people were setting up the boats.
Yeah. We just passed by one of the Speedster boats who won last year, so that was pretty cool. They have a pretty interesting design too. And they are in the Speedster category, so I feel like with a little bit less people, it's easier to coordinate when you're doing these races.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I would suggest everyone to stay hydrated. Yes. They are giving out vitamin water, Coke, and just water in general.
Actual water too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're approaching now. We see some of the setup tents for the crew and the food. The music is playing. The scene is being set. It is looking really nice outside today, and I'm really happy to be sharing this with you all today.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I do not know if you guys can see the background, but the music is playing, it's blasting. The vibes are definitely here. The energy is great and lively.
Right.
It really shows the community of Stony Brook University.
It sure does.
Guys, can you see this? It looks amazing.
So cool. Yeah. All right, we're passing by everybody. It's a long lines. I mean, yes, it's a lot of people, but at the same time, you gotta love it, right?
Yeah.
Being outside in your campus community, such a great thing. It's a little crowded, it's a little hectic. Passing by the music right now, so it's gonna get a little loud, but that's all right. We're out here to have fun.
So right now we're stuck in traffic.
A little bit of traffic.
A little bit of traffic here.
It's okay. A little bit of a traffic jam here, but we're heading through. We're going through. We're out in the Stony Brook community. It is so nice outside. I need to stress that so much. Wouldn't you say, Aisha?
Miles, I love this weather here,
Yes.
and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm happy to participate in the 36th annual Roth Regatta.
Yes.
And tradition at Stony Brook.
I know people are really competitive today. I've heard some chatter before on social media that people are looking for a #1 win for today,
Yeah.
There's so many people who are competing. They're super competitive.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good day.
So UPD is present So we do have police force on standby, just in case anything were to happen.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God, look at the people in the boat,
Yeah, oh my gosh.
in the water.
Yeah, we have 5 minutes until our first heat starts. The crowd is looking pretty good. This is looking, all right, so everybody's here. Where are we going? It's looking pretty good. Oh, don't forget our sponsor. Bagel Express is our sponsor, providing us with our food today.
The School of Communication and Journalism at Stony Brook University, in collaboration with undergraduate student government, presents Roth Regatta Live. This broadcast is made possible with generous support from Bagel Express is proud to help support today's podcast. Along with breakfast and their famous lunch sandwiches and paninis, Bagel Express is the official caterer of the Stony Brook Seawolves. To book your next party or catered event, call us at 631-675-2770. And Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jefferson Station is proud to be the official smoothie partner of Stony Brook University. Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jeff is also now a Wolfie Wallet partner. We are located at 5120 Wisconsin Highway, Port Jefferson Station. Download our app and earn rewards points while enjoying our made-to-order smoothies and food. You're on Tropic Time now.
Hello, Seawolves. Welcome to the 36th Annual Roth Regatta, presented to you by the Stony Brook Media Group. I'm Thomas Pardo.
And I'm Anthony O'Brien. We have a huge lineup for this year's edition of the Roth Regatta Live Show.
Along with the three-player locations of coverage, for this year we have added a new location, the starting line.
The preparation that everyone has done leading up to the race has simply been amazing, as they have spent countless hours working on their boats.
It will be interesting to see how the various teams such as Sticks and Stones, Hades Wrath, Poseidon's Wave, and Phoenix Rising are able to row their way to victory. Speaking of boats, the race has 3 different classes of boats, from speedsters to yachts to showcase. Let's take a look at our first poll of the day from Tagboard. Which category of boats are you most looking forward to seeing? Speedster, yacht, or showcase? You can vote by scanning the QR code on the screen, and you'll be sent directly to the survey.
It will surely be an amazing action-packed day. Let's send it to the action to see which teams are built to withstand the wrath of Poseidon. Take it away, Miles and Aisha.
Regatta. Let's take a look at the pond out here. It looks beautiful out here tonight. My name is Christopher Yang.
And I'm Zoe Busowitz.
And we're here at the beginning with Heat 1 of Roth Regatta. And so we want to do a little shout out to a poll that we're running right now. It's the 3 choices of Coke, ice cream, and some chicken. They're the food options currently here at Roth Regatta. And and on that, make sure to participate in that poll while we get ready for the first heat that includes Sisyphus, run by the Climbing Club, Cerberus, run by Douglas Hall, Roth Pond Patrol, run by the Residential Safing Program, and Fresh Off the Boat, run by Friends and Family.
Looks like an exciting first heat. They're all lined up at the starting line, and they're just waiting for the announcement to start racing in the pond.
Yeah, and these boats looking pretty solid. Look, and as they start, the MC is starting to announce their names. What are we feeling today? How are we feeling with every single one of the boats today?
You know, I'm really liking the look of Cerberus' boat. You can see the dog head on the front. You know, Cerberus was the 3-headed dog that protected the underworld, so it's great to see the artistic choices made there.
We might have a little kerfuffle here because the Stony Breakers are having their boat in Heat 1. I'm not sure if they're supposed to have their boat there, but their boat, even if they are, has Le Sunshine on the back. LeBron James is on the back of that Stony Brook Breakers boat. But if you can see, the Cerberus boat is a nice black alongside the Cerberus head in the front, and Cerberus, the gatekeeper to the underworld. A great mythological piece there. So, anything you want to say about that?
So Cerberus was the 3-headed dog that guarded the underworld, the pet of Hades, but he could be put to sleep by feeding him honey cakes. So let's hope that nobody's given them any snacks before the competition. And to the side, we see Sisyphus. Sisyphus was cursed by the gods to forever be pushing a rock up the wall.
Do you guys know the order? 1, 2, 3, 4? Alright, just so you guys know how to report.
Thank you.
Yeah. So on that note, they did a quick check with us. We're starting the Speedster rounds, which means that there are 2 people per boat. Afterwards, after I think heat 17, there's going to be the Yacht rounds, which is 4 people per boat. But likewise, this is split up into 2 sections. Roth Regatta split into two sections. The Yacht and the Speedster round, we're currently in the Speedster round. Likewise, we're very excited. They gave us the confirmation that the boats will start to get moving. So we're excited for some boats to touch water, for some people to start swinging, to start sinking, and green algae for getting moving.
But Sisyphus is currently waving to the cameras.
Service, dog is waving, okay. And then we have the next one.
Roth
Pond Patrol.
Res Safety.
Residential Safety Program, a little bit of talent.
Can we get you to wave, please?
And fresh off the boat is not them. It's the Stony Breakers. It's the wrong people. But at the same time, we'll see.
It appears that fresh off the boat may be either participating in a different heat or just not participating in this heat at this time.
But it happens. That's the beauty of Roth Regatta. A little kerfuffle here and there.
You got to be prepared for everything.
Zoe, how many Roth Regattas have you been to so far?
Oh, this is my 4th.
This has been your 4th?
This is my 4th.
This has been my 3rd. So
Are y'all lay boat?
they are Le Boat.
Yeah.
That is Le Boat.
Le Boat like LeBron.
And Le Boat, my glorious King LeBron James, 4 titles under his belt, 4 MVPs. Likewise, he just got knocked out of the final of first round, and they're singing LeBron chants. But that is Le Boat over at the starting line, because I think something did happen to fresh off the boat, friends and family. But at the same time, who knows? Yeah, and what do you have to say about? Do you know anything about LeBron James, Zoe?
Not much.
Have you been enlightened? Well, LeBron James is probably one of the best NBA players of all time, and currently he has had a rise in social media through a variety of songs and just being a great player.
Well, now I'm sure that this boat will spike his popularity even further.
And his Le Sunshine meme is currently on the back of the boat. There's some technical difficulties, so we'll be getting into it. But otherwise, how do you like the design of the boats right now?
I'm liking the design of the boats. They're very simple, but you can still see the story behind them, especially, like I mentioned before, Cerberus has the dog head. Sisyphus, you can see the name printed along the sides, so there's no confusion there. Roth Pond Patrol has the eyes in the front, like headlines, like they're watching over the pond, as residential safety does. And, the boat, I think you have a better view of it than I do, but it does seem as though you're correct. They did print on the back of it.
And it is really cute, but that's Sisyphus with the rock climbing club. You want to talk about that a little bit?
All right, so Sisyphus was cursed by the gods in Greek mythology to forever be pushing a rock up a hill. He could never stop, and every day when he reached the top of the hill, it would roll right back to the start. So something like doing laundry, you know?
it's always the continuous punishment, but that's a little bit of rock climbing. They're working with rocks, they're moving boulders.
It was a very clever pun from the rock climbing club.
Yeah. And so right now they're currently they're going through the heat sheets, they're taking a look at an information sheet, and they're kind of having a little bit of an issue with that. But at the same time, we're here to keep people entertained, and hopefully everybody things are keeping moving throughout the day. But if you can take a look, Robin, can you pan around, just take a look at everybody here today. There is so many students out here. Oh my gosh, it's a sea of blue. And even on that theme of Greek mythology, we have the shirts say half wolf. We're a half wolves.
Camp Half-Blood was a play on the Percy Jackson stories, where Camp Half-Blood was a camp for demigods, half human, half god, out on Montauk, and our shirts say Camp Half-Wolf to play on the name Stony Brook Sea Wolf.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, and Zoe, were you ever a Half-Blood kid as a kid?
Oh, I loved Percy Jackson.
A fun little trivia fact about me is that my birthday is actually Percy Jackson's birthday. It's August 18th, respectively.
It's a great one, and I'm August 14th, only a few days earlier.
I had a great time reading those books. They were honestly, they were one of my favorite childhood books, and I really wanted to eat a blue brick for my cake, because Percy Jackson had a blue brick with his half-brother Cyclops. Was it Bob, I think? Or what was his name?
Something like that.
Something along those lines. But Percy Jackson was very lonely.
It sounds so good. Yeah. What cabin would you be a part of if you could be a part of one? What do you think?
Poseidon. I mean,
you've got the Percy theme going already.
A little bit of a bandwagon. But I also want to go back into the mechanics of Roth Regatta. all boats have 4 pushers that can do 2 or 3 steps into the pond and push the boat. Usually this is just to get them in a head start, because what tends to happen is that they push into the water and the boat immediately sinks.
Yes, that is a problem with working with cardboard and duct tape, which are, I believe, the only 2 materials besides like decorative, like spray painting, things like that, that are allowed, that the boats are allowed to be made of.
That is correct, and in this case, we've seen some really quick boats, but some boats I've seen half submerged. The rowers have to dolphin kick their way all the way to the end. But Robin, can we get a pan of just the entire lake river? So we're gonna get a little pan of the entire Roth Pond here to take a look at how far each boat has to go all the way to the finish line. There's gonna be there is a "Be Unsinkable" kind of little flag on the top of the pond. That's where they end, and they have to go to the side onto the left. But likewise, we're trying to make this as entertaining as possible. Make sure that everybody gets a view of what's going on, but you can really see how crazy it is right now. People are so excited for this campus tradition.
Yeah, this is absolutely one of the biggest campus traditions at Stony Brook University, right up there with things like Homecoming and Light the Brook and Earthstock. Roth Regatta is one of the most beloved campus traditions. This is, I believe, our 36th year, and I believe our 11th year of covering live with the Stony Brook School of Communications and Journalism.
Yeah, and so for some, to talk about winners and competitors, a fun little fact is in the past 2 years, DoIT, the technological services have gotten second place in the final heat. So how it works is that the finals is the top 4 boats. Okay, and now the people are getting into their boats. They're getting ready to start, and we are getting ready to see the beginning of 2025 Roth Regatta. I am so excited.
I am too. Do you want to place your guesses on any of the boats so far, Chris? Who are you feeling right now?
My bet is some climbers.
Climbers, yeah.
They got a lot of endurance, but at the same time, do they know how to build a boat? And that's one of the most important parts of being Roth Regatta. The mech majors are absolutely killing it because they know about buoyancy. They know how to make boats. Because if you don't know how to make a boat, it just submerges. And we might see that in this first race.
Sometimes, even if you do know how to make a boat, it just submerges. And that is the beauty of Roth Regatta.
That is the beauty of Roth Regatta. We're not here to see boats make it to the other side. We're here to see boats sink.
We are here to see boats try their best. And I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good about residential safety program. I think the eyes on the front of their boat really give it an air of confidence.
Yeah, I think it's the legacy clubs that have been doing this for a long time. So DoIT. I know that the ROTC, kind of like the Army group, they have won the past 2 years. So there's a little bit of rivalry between the Army and the
competition this year that we want to look out for. DoIT and the ROTC.
DoIT and the RCC, yes.
Right.
And yeah, and likewise, a lot of these these work. Okay. They're getting ready. We had somebody.
We're seeing them get in their boats. We're seeing pushers by the
MCs are starting to explain the rules, but we're getting a thumbs up from all the competitors in Heat 1.
Things are looking good at the starting line.
And they're going to explain the rules, but likewise, life vests on across all sinks.
Yes,
so
life vests are required for everybody in a boat.
Yeah. And currently, the MCs are explaining how the Roth Regatta works, which is the Speedster and the Heat, the Yacht categories that I explained beforehand. And they're currently going through, they have to race as fast as they possible to get under the banner. So there is a timer, and there are people timing how fast the boats take to get to the banner. And in this case,
there are prizes for the fastest boat. Of course, this is a race. There are also prizes for the best decoration and best presentation, and also the most dramatic sinking, called the Titanic Award.
Exactly. And the boat is, and so the fastest boat of each heat gets to compete in the finals, which means that there's a lot. There are quite a few trophies. And the MC is talking about the awards, where there's not just awards for the fastest boat, but also the best decorated, and the best sinking and the best acting. So, for those who are the most entertained, entertaining and things like that, might get an award. And everybody is cheering out in the corner, and we've seen how competitive Roth Regatta can be. Things are taking their time. The most dramatic sink is most original boat, best team spirit, as well as fan favorite. And you can vote, actually. So there is a QR code that you can find to vote on the favorite vote. It's on the USG Instagram page, so take a look at that for your favorite vote. Favorite boat to vote.
I believe throughout our broadcast as well.
Yes.
And information about how to continue voting for your favorite boats for the Fan Favorite Award. Departments that have won in the past are very proud of and very protective of their trophies. So this is a big deal.
Okay, and the bullhorn is the sign. It's 1, 2, 3. And the boats are starting. Cerberus getting an early start in. And where I seen the Sisyphus kind of falling in a little bit, and Cerberus falls into a slight lead in the beginning. RSVP getting in the front.
Like Cerberus and Campus, the Roth Pond Patrol are in the lead with their rowers, and Sisyphus overturned, but one must imagine Sisyphus winning the race.
And Cerberus is getting a hard time over there. Cerberus getting a little bit, and it's very neck and neck.
Some trouble moving in a straight line. That can happen when you have three heads.
We have a three-way collision between all three, and Cerberus breaks forward. We have them, Douglas Hall Council, making sure they're dead with the Stony Breakers making it far behind the Sunshine, and the Cerberus break, and the Stony Breakers breaking forward ahead, and they're making their way in front. It's looking like the Stony Breakers. All right, and as well, RSVP in third place currently.
RSVP is having some issue falling behind the other two boats as they struggle to continue in a straight line and not turn into the pressure.
And the first winners of the first heat are looking like the Stony Breakers, while in second place we have the Cerberus making it into second place. But at this point, we can't really see them anymore. But
and at this point, Roth Pond Patrol is still very determined, still making their way down the pond, even though
and
the
first
breakers,
two
winners have been announced. Congratulations to Roth Pond Patrol for still trying to make their way down.
Yeah.
That is a special level of determination.
And the LeBoat has made their first win today. Congratulations to LeBoat for making their first, for winning the first heat. And we're getting LeBron chants in the crowd. Of course, LeBron James, my personal GOAT, my personal NBA GOAT. MJ could never. Well, we're taking a look. Soon we'll be throwing it over to the finish line. We're at finish line to talk about, to interview the people of LeBoat to see how their boat has impacted them, as well as where they're going.
At the finish line, they'll be asking all sorts of questions to the winners, things about what their boat was inspired by, what the winning means to their department, and what their plans are after this race and what their plans are for the final. So stay tuned to see the discussion at the finish line. This was a very exciting first heat. It is great to watch so many boats make it through the pond and make it towards the finish line.
Not ready? Okay, and on that note, congratulations to LeBoat for winning Heat 1. People are starting to move on to Heat 2. It's a fast-paced action. Things are constantly moving.
There are over 30 heats, I believe, in this race, so they plan on keeping it moving to make sure we make it through all the races in a timely manner.
And so, now
for looking at in Heat 2, Chris.
We're taking a look at Heat 2. We have
30 seconds.
All right, we're taking a look at Heat 2, but in that moment, overall, how are we feeling about Heat 1?
Feeling pretty good about Heat 1. That was 3 boats that made it down the pond. That's a lot of boats to make it down a pond in one heat, with only one boat collapsing. Poor Sisyphus.
Yeah, and of course. All right, so thank you so much for viewing the play-by-play section. We're going to move on to the finish line with the interview with LeBoat.
Hi, I'm here with Songun.
Andrew.
What was your boat name? LeBoat.
LeBoat.
How did you guys feel winning the race? Oh, so nervous. I'm shaking right now. How did you feel?
You know what? I have the utmost confidence because we had LeBron in the back.
Yes. Do you guys think you're going to make it all the way to finals? Yeah.
Never a doubt. Never a doubt.
Okay, hopefully we'll see you back here. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Go. You guys are back on.
We wanted you back here so we can see the screen.
All right, so we're back to heat 2. So people are slowly starting to move back in. The boats are looking very nice. These are chunky boats. We have a little Greek wedding over on boat 3. I'll start introducing the boats right now.
I believe one of them is the Psychi Honor Society, Psychology Student Alliance, and Neuroscience Access. You can see the boat with Psychi printed on the side.
And we have the Sticks and Stones, the Hall Council. One of the Hall Councils participating today, as well as the SSS Aden, A-D-E-N, with friends and family. And then Mount Chapin, a reference to Mount Olympus, with the Chapin RAs. So likewise, we're looking for, in this case, I have seen the Psy Honor Society win before.
Yes.
They're looking pretty good, but at the same time, how are we feeling about these boats today?
You know, I'm liking the prints on some of the boats. You can see the torches, reminiscent of like the Statue of Liberty and Victory. These are some interesting shapes.
Yeah, so these boats shape, that gray boat right there, there's a big kind of triangle right there. And we're taking a look at how everything is doing. That triangle, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to signify a mountain. That might be Mount Chapin.
That might be Mount Chapin,
then we
the
have
boat
the
based
Greek.
on Mount Olympus.
Yes, Sci-Fi and so. And Sigma Phi Delta about to, they just screamed over there in that black boat.
Let's hear some noise.
In that black boat, they just screamed, and they're kind of not too much team spirit there compared to the other ones, but
they might still be setting up the boat.
Yeah. And Mount Chapin, exactly,
That
with
is
their
confirmed to be
big
the
triangle
mountain.
mountain in the beginning. We're looking. It's looking great out here today.
You know, Sigma Phi Delta is actually a engineering fraternity, so it's really interesting to see. You know, will their boat have the mechanics to hold up?
Right, and also on that note, Greek mythology also provides some attributes to Greek life.
Right.
And so a lot of the fraternities might have a little bit of buff here, getting a little bit of advantage with being able to do it. But
That's
they're getting ready to
They
start.
might be in the favor there of some of the Greek gods watching today.
Right.
The basic of engineering, blacksmithing.
They're getting ready to start.
Might be a particular favor of the engineering frats.
And the MCs are talking about 1, 2, 3, and they're getting started.
And the boats are off. They are being
the
pushed
pushers,
into the
remember,
water.
everything's decided, and the bullhorn has started.
4 boats have hit the water and none have collapsed
All
yet.
boats are looking pretty buoyant. And the
looks
little
like
collision. Mount Chapin has crashed.
Overturned.
Mount Chapin has overturned, and that has left Sigma Delta Phi to have a side.
It looks like three of the boats are kind of bumping
And
into each other, while Sai Chi seems to be holding well on their own off to the side.
And we're looking at a shaky boat, but Sai Chai, a big, very, very big and chunky one.
That is a very big boat, but they seem to be doing well. One of the rowers actually has the golden laurels, is already wearing them. That is a sign of victory. Maybe
Yeah, and we have
sign for Sai Chi.
Sai Chai, and we have a three-way. It's very close amongst all 3 groups right now. Sticks and Stones,
It is
SSS
neck and
Aden,
neck.
and Sai Chai, all moving in first. Sai Chai nearly moving ahead, but on that note, it's looking very close. One of the boats are looking to be overturned at this point. They're so close to the edge, but Sai Chai is looking a little quick, and Sticks and Stones
It looks like
moving faster, and they
Sigma
pull
Phi
through
Delta
in
is
the end.
starting slightly to the side.
Sai Chai,
Sai Chai has
Sticks and Stones
fallen,
moving
no longer
forward
being first
a little
place.
bit more, and they keep it moving. But who knows? We're getting a little bit of
Sticks and Stones seems to be pretty clearly in front.
They're starting to move a little bit slower, but on that note, Sticks and Stones, not the best, in the best situation here, but they're pulling through. They're almost at the Be Unsinkable statue, and they're almost about to make it. Sticks and Stones looking in a good position. SSS Aden also looking in a good position. They're currently in a tie, and they're almost there. And one of them is capsizing.
It looks like they're turning to the side,
They're
and
turning
water
to
is
the side
beginning
a
to
little
leak
bit.
into the boat, which is a problem for buoyancy.
Yeah, who would have known? Water in the boat. This is a little bit problematic. And they're staying in this. Be Unsinkable. One of the boats has hit Be Unsinkable, but we can't really see it right now. Getting the results soon enough and getting it to your platter. Likewise. And Wrecking Crew has just won wrecking
I
crew.
believe that was the Sigma Delta Phi boat.
Yeah, Sigma.
The engineering fraternity.
Yeah, and Sigma Delta Phi has won. We'll be throwing it to the finish line soon, but on that note, another entertaining heat, and it's looking pretty scary for some of the other boats out there. And already, Heat 3, people are moving. And now we're going to throw it over to the finish line. Thank you, guys.
Wow, Thomas, didn't you think those are some amazing races?
It was, especially the early winner boat, who was interviewed by Marion Burgess. What did you think about that?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Like I really liked, how like the teams were able to come up with their own ideas and whatnot. It was
Absolutely, they were all able to have camaraderie. And moving on to the next thing. We don't need a time machine to get a peek at the stories of the ancients. Come along with our own Christopher Yang and Zoe Busowitz as they explore Greek mythology around New York City. Okay.
Good morning, Seawolves. I'm Zoe Busowitz with Christopher Yang behind the camera, and today we are in New York City. New York City may seem like it's always bustling into the future, but it still holds on to some remnants of the past. So come along with us as we explore how the ancient stories are still alive and well in the city that millions of people call home today. New York City's Broadway may be the epicenter of the theater world today, but thousands of years ago, the Greeks invented theater as we know it. And hundreds of years before that, they had poetry, including the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice. If you come down to Broadway and you see Hadestown, an 8-time Tony winner, including Best Musical, you can experience the tale as it was told thousands of years ago, reimagined for audiences of millions today to come see the beloved Greek show. Our next stop is Rockefeller Plaza, a national historical landmark and the home of NBC, The Tonight Show, Radio City Musical, and of course, the iconic ice skating rink.
Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back in school. Thank you.
Here we are in Rockefeller Plaza at one of the most photographed locations in New York City, the statue of Prometheus, who was punished by the gods for stealing fire off of the sun's chariot to bring to mortals. The statue was created in 1934 and has remained in Rockefeller Plaza since, where it is inscribed with the phrase, "Prometheus, teacher in every art, brought fire that hath fruits to mortal, a means to mighty ends." So here we are at the statue of Atlas across from St. Patrick's Cathedral. Atlas is the titan who holds the heavens on his shoulders. This statue has been featured on almost every episode of the TV show 30 Rock. If you come to New York City and see it in person, the celestial vault atop Atlas's shoulders points in the direction of the North Star as its relative to New York City. And here we are in Central Park, ready to find our next Greek deity who's excited to give one lucky team their golden laurels.
No, I keep you amused, but I feel like being used. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore.
We're here at Grand Army Plaza near the entrance to Central Park, and behind me is a statue of Civil War Union General William Tecumseh Sherman, accompanied by the Greek goddess Nike. Nike is said to be the Greek goddess of victory, with her sisters Zelos, Kratos, and Bio, or strength, force, and rivalry. In some versions of the myth, she's actually the foster sister of Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom and strategic warfare. Nike is also a close confidant of Zeus, and one of the first supporters he had in overthrowing the Titans, as well as a grand supporter of him battling the monster Typhon before he could take over the earth. The symbol of Nike is the golden laurels, which are granted to victors of contests in ancient Greece, whether it's the contests of sport, poetry, or battle. We can't wait to see who's going to be granted the golden laurels at the end of this year's Roth Regatta. And now we're at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which houses the largest collection of Greek art in the United States, with over 30,000 pieces dating all the way back to the Neolithic area. Let's come check it out. So across New York City, you can find all sorts of art inspired by the work of ancient Greek artists. But when you come to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, you can see the original pieces themselves, created thousands of years ago. And on these pieces, you can see the stories that inspired the original artists, whether it's the adventures of Heracles, or the myth of Theseus and the Minotaur, or the stories of the Greek gods Poseidon, Dionysus, and Hermes. And these same stories are what will inspire the artists of Stony Brook University on their Roth Regatta ships. The myth of Medusa goes that Medusa was a beautiful young Gorgon who was cursed by Athena to have snakes for hair and turn all men that looked at her into stone. There are different versions of this myth. Some say that Athena was offended by Medusa's relations with Poseidon. Others go that Athena was trying to protect Medusa from fearsome gods. The symbol of Medusa has become a popular artist's statement in features all over the world, but in New York City you can find it in a few places. You can find Medusa in the Flatiron Building and in the residence of Marbury and DeWolf in Sutton Place. Some women have reclaimed Medusa as a sign of protection and safety. So what do you think? Was Medusa a fearsome monster, or was she a sign of safety and protection? So it's no wonder the station bears the symbol of the god Hermes, considering he is the protector of travelers, merchants, and sometimes even thieves. He protects everyone on their journeys. Well, Seawolves, thank you for coming along with us on our adventure today to see how ancient Greek stories come back to life in New York City. I'm Zoe Busowitz, that's Christopher Yang behind the camera, and from Turtle Pond in Central Park to Roth Pond in Stony Brook, we're wishing you fair waters, fair weathers, and may Nike's blessing be upon you.
Hi, I'm here with the rec crew who just won their heat race. What are your names?
Gothic. Jasper.
How did you guys feel winning?
Excited. It's my second time. The first time I sang, the second time I won.
That's amazing to hear. How long did the boat take to build?
3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Was it difficult?
We got a great crew with us from the wreck. They built the best boat out there for us, so that's what it needs.
Do you guys think you're going to make it to the finals?
We will. We will. And if we do, we win that shit.
Okay, thank you. Back to you at the starting line.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
All right, guys, we're live. We're going to see Christian Roth Regatta 435. We have Maddie and her friends. How are you guys doing today?
We're so excited! What are your boats? Oh god, I'm on the same boat. We're on the same boat. We're in a sorority. It's called the Griffin.
Yeah. All right, cool. So what are you most excited about today?
I'm excited actually to see the boat sink. I
Yeah.
think there's all the fun part.
That's the consensus we're getting around here. So how
Good
long,
memories.
Yeah, how long did it take to make the boat?
3 days.
3 days.
We spent a lot of time on it. Okay guys, so what was the preparation of making the boat?
Like materials and stuff?
Lots of duct tape. A lot of paint when we got here. And a lot of Family Guy on the TV.
Now, we know Roth Pond is a little bit dirty, so we're hoping that everybody has full coat shoes and healthy. You guys on the side here pretty good. All right, now we're going to hand it over to play-by-play with Zoe and Chris. Okay, we're done.
Hi, I'm here with the Hades Wrath boat who just won. What are your names?
I'm Kat.
I'm Nick.
How long did your boat take to build?
Like 4 or 5 days. Yeah.
Did you guys get any water in the boat?
A little bit, but it's all right.
Splashes, yeah. But nothing too crazy.
Do you guys think you're going to make it to the finals? Are we going to see you back here?
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's it. Back to you guys.
Welcome back to the play-by-play. We are on Heat 5, Heat 4.
Heat 4, I believe.
We're on Heat 4, and we're taking a look at the new boats coming in. Hades Wrath just won Heat 3. We kind of skipped over that, but they won with 1 minute and 38 seconds.
It's a pretty good lead from Hades Wrath.
Yeah, and we're taking a look at the seconds right now. YI Regatta won Heat 1 with 1 minute and 18 seconds. Wreck and Crew won Heat 2 with 1 minute and 45 seconds. And then Hades Wrath won Heat 3 with 1 minute and 38 seconds.
It sounds like there will be some strong competition in the finals this year.
And just a little editing, just look. So VSO, the Veteran Student Association, won the past 2 years, not ROTC. And then likewise, Do It won the last second place last 2 years. So hopefully we'll see a little rivalry this year. Run it back for the 3rd year. So we're looking, we're currently looking at Heat 4, but Pushing Pilates. Yeah, Pushing Pilates is not here right now. But
right,
Boat Achilles, Z Icarus Gallery, and Theta Rose So Much.
I'm seeing some sparkly cowboy hats from the pushers. Those
That
are
is
pretty fabulous.
Very fabulous.
Those look great. I don't know which boat that is, but they are definitely
do look
well dressed.
amazing here today.
That is some great team collaboration there for outfit-wise.
So we've seen quite a few boats sink so far. How have you feeling? Are you entertained?
Yeah, so there's some very creative ways we've seen boats sink. We've seen the whole Mount Olympus was very dramatic. That was I think that's definitely in the running for best sinking because you have the mountain completely separate from the boat. And be unsinkable, a little irony in that one. They did tip pretty quickly, but they showed some great determination. Those rowers definitely were not sinkable as they kept making their way down the lake. Even after their boat overturned, they just kept on going. That's some pretty great determination from the Stony Brook social media interns.
Yeah, it does look really good too. It had like the graphic, like the BNC, like the SB Engage like graphics. So I actually quite like them, but seeing some of the boats later, there are some really cool boats coming in on tour.
All right, it looks like we have another boat coming in. I don't know if that is Pushing Pilates or if another boat is taking their place, but you can see the pink flower design on the side. It's really a pretty boat.
Yeah, that is really pretty. They have kind of like that buoyancy on the sides with 2 cylinders.
That is a smart design choice on their part.
For those who know, buoyancy is calculated by the volume within, the volume that's supposed to be like submerged.
And here we have journalism kids trying to teach science.
Yeah,
I
should have attempted that.
Never gonna work
it
out
works
for
in
us.
my head. I just couldn't.
I trust you there.
Hey, fair enough. But on that note, we're about to start soon, and these speedsters have been walking in pretty good times.
All right, it looks like we found Pushing Pilates.
Yeah, we found Pushing Pilates. Another, take a look. Boat Achilles. With B-O-A-T-I Achilles. Talk about Achilles.
So Achilles was a Greek hero who was dipped in the river to have immunity all over. However, to be dipped, he had to be held up by his heel. And since his heel did not touch the water, he was immune all over his body except for his heel. If you've heard the term someone's Achilles heel, meaning their single weakness, that is because Achilles was eventually defeated by somebody injuring his heel. So Boat Achilles over here, let's hope that they contain that immunity and they don't have their own Boat Achilles heel somewhere.
They're about to be dipped into another piece of water. Likewise.
Let's see what stays dry this time. Boat Achilles is created by the Benedict Hall Council. And we're counting down.
And the rowers are starting to get in. They
All right, Pushing P has hit the water first.
Time, but they are pretty buoyant. No submerges just yet, and they're being pushed hard. And another collision. A collision happening out in front. And so Achilles is starting to push ahead a little bit.
Achilles is making a strong lead in front of the other boats. However, we are seeing some boats struggle to stay on a safe, straight path, and they are turning back towards the starting line.
And we're seeing kind of a misdirection coming out. Icarus flew too close to the sun, is now submerging a little bit.
In the myth, he was told not to fly too close to the sun or too close to the water because the spray would injure his wings. And now we are seeing that in real action as the water begins to harm the Icarus boat, but they are staying strong. They may not be in first place, but they are still rowing. They are still staying ahead with the sun leading their boat.
They're having a great time, and that's the Z Icarus gallery kind of floating around, but Theta rows so much, pushing up a front, pushing against the sides. They have a sizable lead here. They're looking like they're closing up. But Icarus moving up.
The Icarus boat is catching up to Theta Rho so much. Theta Rho is the Theta Tau boat. They are an engineering fraternity.
Icarus isn't like that. They didn't get submerged just yet. And so now we're moving towards the B Engage. And we're starting to move away, starting to go
Pushing
towards
Pilates is still struggling to catch up to the other boats.
The finish line. And the finish line looking pretty
But
jam-packed.
Pilates still looks determined to stay in the race. They are still paddling away with some great determination by the rowers of Pushing Pilates.
Z Icarus Gallery is doing all right, but and the winner is Theta Rose so much. Congratulations to them for winning.
Congratulations to Theta Tau, the engineering fraternity.
Yeah, they did it. Scratch that. It was actually Boat Achilles that's just won.
Oops. Oh, all right. That was our Achilles weakness right there. And congratulations
and they
to
won
Tall.
Heat 4. It's kind of difficult for us to see the finish line, but otherwise, Boat Achilles, great job. They clocked in at 1:50, doing a great time. And likewise, we've seen, thankfully, none of the boats this time has submerged. And honestly, that's a credit to good mechanics, good engineering.
Good engineering on all the boats this round. It was really impressive that all the boats made it at least halfway through the pond during the race.
And now we're going to start moving over to the finish line interviews. They're going to be interviewing Boat Achilles. And well, Boat Achilles is actually they performed pretty well. They just kept a good track throughout. They used kind of the sides of Roth Pond. We're going to be.
Want to make sure that there was no water damage during this round that could lead to an Achilles heel in the finals.
Agreed.
The Benedict Halls did a fantastic job constructing their boat. Congratulations, Milo there. And now we are going to move along to the finish line, where our SSCJ reporters wait to interview the winners.
Hi everyone, I'm with the Benedict Hall Council group. Guys, congratulations on winning. Can I get your names?
My name's Edra. My name's Nee.
Okay guys, so tell me how it felt winning.
Honestly, I don't believe it. We were so stressed out there.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna sink the first, right when we went down.
Really? I mean, you guys were doing so well. Some of you guys were like naturals. Well, congratulations. Your boat looked amazing. Tell me about that.
Oh, they took a long time to build, but to be honest, it's all to her. She did a lot, and Nick right there.
Well, congratulations, guys. Really. Back to you guys.
Raise your oars.
I couldn't really hear you, so that was my.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting race. All the heats have been very exciting, and now let's check out the results of our first poll of the day about which boat are you looking forward to seeing the most.
And it appears that the Yacht is the winning boat with a 40% vote count, and the showcase is also tying with the Yacht for the 40%. Meanwhile, the Speedster is at a 20% for the total of votes. And so, yeah, it's a very interesting, boat types that we have here at Roth Regatta.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the play-by-play with Christopher Yang.
All right, welcome back. We are at Heat 5. We have 4 boats here. We have Noah's Chariot from the Stony Brook Motorsports VIP team, Poseidon's Wave from the Keller Hall Council, Shippocampus by the Academic Success and Tutoring Center, and 1.8 GPA activities from Friends and Family of Douglas Hall.
Heat 5, looking like a good time. Raise your hand for a high five. Lakers in 5. Right, we're on Heat 5. We're about, I'd say, a sixth of the way through Roth Regatta. But there's a lot of boats sinking. And honestly, my favorite so far in terms of names, 1.8 GPA activities.
That's right. Let's hope that their buoyancy is a little stronger than their GPA. I'm really liking the look of Shippocampus. Hippocampus was a creature from Greek mythology, a sea creature, but it's also a play on the hippocampus of the brain. And we are off.
Off to the races, and they're having a little bit of a hard time getting off. But
1.8 GPA activities tilted, but managed to stay afloat. Yeah. And Shippocampus has pulled into the lead with their beautiful creature boat.
And 1.8 activities in second place. Poseidon's Wave.
Looks like 1.8 GPA activities has overturned. Yeah. So we've got Noah's Chariot is pulling ahead of Shippocampus.
And the armor, the helmets are looking great on them. And they're pushing ahead. Poseidon's Wave, nice little decoration in the front with the head, but these helmets, Shippocampus.
Poseidon's Wave remains in third place, still paddling along strong. And it looks like 1.8 GPA activities is officially out of the race.
And in first place, Noah's Chariot, off to a great
Stony
start.
Brook Motorsports, hey, they're known for being fast.
Yeah, and they know how to drive a car. And in terms of a ship is just a water car. So who knows? They have a nice helmet, so they're pushing it off. But now they're kind of drifting a little bit.
As Shippocampus pulls up, Shippocampus is beginning to close the gap between the two boats, and you can really see the beautiful scales that they've decorated on the boat. And the nice red on the back.
That is a beautiful boat. But can they win with it is the question.
Can they win? Is that tail going to drag, put some drag in the water?
Motorsports doing a great job. They're going, but they're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it looks like Motorsports is veering towards the curve on the wrong direction of the beat. Unstoppable. Noah's Chariot has lost an oar. Will this mean that Hippocampus can overtake them to remain in first place?
Hippocampus almost catching up to the lead. Can this work? And carrying the team on the back with one oar.
One oar, that is so impressive.
Is it close? Is it close at all? And it's looking like Motorsports have crossed the line first.
Noah's Chariot with one oar has managed to come out in first place, with Hippocampus in second. And even though they didn't win fastest, I think Hippocampus might be in the running for best decorated.
And Noah's Chariot says, stand proud to Hippocampus. You are strong. Takes the win with one oar. An exhilarating send.
What a dramatic feat this has been. Noah's Chariot is still near the starting line, paddling along with their hands now. But I like the determination they're showing. They have not given up, and they seem to be having a great time out there.
Poseidon's Wave is just kind of chilling. They're taking their fine little dandy time.
Yeah, Poseidon,
they're going to get a little bit of help.
Attention this time, but
yeah, but otherwise, I mean, a good standing. You didn't sink, so honestly.
A member of staff is helping them along.
Yeah, and they're just honestly, you know what?
All right, and now we're going to be throwing over to the finish line where Stony Brook School of Journalism will be interviewing the winners of Noah's Chariot.
All right.
Thank you.
I just got here. It's a very interesting place. This is my first time at the Roth Regatta, so what are you most excited about? Mostly for the IEEE team to see them how they made their boat. I'm an engineer myself, so I really want to look at it. Do you have your favorite boat? Yeah, my favorite boat would be, I want to root for the IEEE team for their boat, but I also want to see the Cybersecurity Club boat. I think they did a really impressive job with their boat. Now, would you yourself get in this water right now? Would you? How much do we have to pay to get in the water? Would you say you get in the water? I'd like to say $20. 20 bucks to get in the water. How hot would you say it is right now? It's actually pretty nice. Nice weather. Honestly, very good. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to hand it over to the finish line. Okay. Hope you guys do a good job.
Hi everyone, I'm with the Motorsports Club. Can I get your names, please?
Edward Cebu, Jason Jang,
and then Hunter Guppy.
Okay, guys, I just want to say massive congratulations. Are you okay? Okay, why don't you stand over there, okay? Okay, so I want to say massive congratulations. I'm not gonna lie, I was sweating for a little bit when you lost your row. Tell me about that.
So I was in the middle of rowing. I felt my paddle jiggle a little bit. I was like, that should be fine. And I kept going. 2 strokes later, it snaps on me.
I know. And congrats to you. You did a lot of the work once that broke.
I'm tired.
I can imagine. Well, guys, congrats so much. You guys did amazing. And yeah, back to you guys.
Thank you, guys. Welcome you back to the starting line. Jake Riccio and Adrian Esposito on hand for the next 5 heats. Ready for heat number 6, we have Asclepius, the Greek god of medicine, by the SBVAC, the Volunteer Ambulance Corps, manning that boat. CP Odyssey, manned by the Center for Prevention and Outreach. We have the Great Gondola, that is the golden boat spray painted there. And we have the Cookies in lane number 4. Now, Adrian, which of the boat designs looks the most appealing to you right now? Because the CP Odyssey is definitely colorful.
I agree, and you know the Cookies has a great name, but I think the Odyssey's boat is better, and it's based off a book, so.
I mean, cookies are basically my breakfast this morning, so I can't complain about.
That's a delicious breakfast.
Not the healthiest, but I digress. Waiting for some news to hopefully get heat number 6 going. Now, YI Regatta was a late addition to heat number 1. They currently have the fastest time at just under 1 minute and 20 seconds. And as a basketball fan, I heard Yang over the headset say LeBron James was his GOAT. I respectfully disagree, but certainly the LeBron James energy was channeled. He sells on the fast break, and they got to past the 200 yards pretty quickly. Some other notable winners in heat number 2 was Wrecking Crew, 145. Hades Wrath won heat number 3 with a time of 1:38. And Boat Killies, no real weaknesses on there despite the name, as they went with 1:50.97, and it looks like we're about to get heat number 6 underway. At least not yet. Still tidying up over there on the start line.
They are pulling up their boats to push off into the water.
Which is what they do around here. We don't have any sort of conveyor belts, unfortunately. We thought that would make this easier.
I think they had them last year.
Which is weird.
Yeah. And they're off.
And the horn is off. We are underway in heat number 6. Asclepius on the right side of the screen, the Cookies on the left. Great Gondola, a bit of a slow start there, but Asclepius, the Greek god of medicine, is certainly early lead with the Cookies starting to make this competitive. Cookies and Asclepius neck and neck at the moment, with the Cookies currently in control.
That's an exciting moment for me. Cookies always win, but Asclepius is catching up real fast. And they have a nice boat design. They've got a lot of Greek things on it. And medicine, the medicine symbols. Oh, it's neck and neck between the Cookies and Asclepius right now.
In the case of the Great Gondolas, they are just passing us right now. Bigger doesn't always equal better. I appreciate the flag, cape sort of thing, and the Trojan helmets they have on, but it doesn't seem to be working out too well for them practically.
Oh yeah, they went all out with the costumes, but that's probably going to add some unnecessary weight to their boat.
As soon as we get an update on Asclepius and the Great Gondola, we will provide that for you.
Yeah, and I think our winner for this race is Asclepius.
All right, so it seems we're about to head over to the finish.
Next heat, do we have Rustalka?
Still got some time left. It looks like the Greek Gondola may have won this round. And just receiving word, Asclepius has won heat number 6 with a new record time of 1:05.41.
Wow, that is fast.
Beating Yacht Regatta by a full 13 seconds.
That was a really close race.
All right. And before we get started with heat number 7, we have correspondents standing by at the finish line. Guys, floor is yours.
Back. Yeah, because the competition is getting started. I wasn't rooting for Cardozo over there, Mom.
I was also rooting for Cardozo, but what's crazy is that a lot of these boats are capsizing at the starting line. You know, people are dropping in the water like flies, and it is.
It is super hot and it's very humid, but everyone is being great sports.
Yeah, everybody's being a great sport. Everybody just happy to be outside at the campus community by Roth Regatta. We have some great energy out here today. I want to say.
Everyone will stay hydrated. There is water on standby, and vitamin water and Coca-Cola.
Yes, make sure you guys hydrate. Get some water out there.
And now, back to the sideline.
Back to you guys at the sideline.
Hi everyone, I'm with the Speedback Club, but guys, tell me your names.
I'm Joe.
I'm Kelia.
Okay, well first I want to say massive congratulations to you guys. How are you guys feeling?
Really tired.
Tired? Yeah.
Very accomplished. We put a lot of work into this boat. Everyone in the agency, it was great.
Oh, I can definitely tell the design of your boat was really nice. Tell me about that. What was the strategy behind it?
So
we're building off a lot of prior designs. So every year it gets a little bit better, and we had a lot of people in the agency help us plan it out.
We brought out Sokotoa, like sign coats and sand. There was to the angles, like it was a lot. And then the design, just everyone helped. It was great.
Well, your hard work definitely paid off. It's very apparent. Congratulations, guys. Seriously. Thank you, guys. Back to you guys.
Thank you, guys. Heat 7 underway. Rosaka, Roth Express, the Goofy Squad, and Mount Dusa Hydrix. Mount Dusa Hydrix currently in the lead. Sizable margin over the Wolf Goofy Squad. But Roth Express and Rosaka barely even got off the ground. They really capsized right away.
Yeah, they really did.
This will be an easy win for Mount Dusa Hydrix.
Oh, yeah, they turned their opponents to stone.
Here's an interesting thing about Rosaka. It's actually a Slavic mythological figure. It takes the form usually of a mermaid luring men to their deaths. So,
Oh, wow. Wouldn't they just call those sirens in Greece?
Well, I guess would be a nice equivalency there. Mount Dusa Hydrix has won heat number 7. Final time of 1:22.25, which will currently put them as the third highest, or the third fastest boat to cross the 200 yards in the Speedster division.
They had a really nice boat, too.
A seahorse like it looked like.
I think it was a
Interesting design
Medusa head.
Well, at least from our vantage point, at least my vantage point, it looked that way. As heat number 8 about to get underway, as the boats are getting set up. Gorgon's Gaze is on the far left. And that looks more like a proper Medusa boat. Langmuir's Chariot is lined up. Ornopithecus Odyssey, and then on the close side of your screen, we have Deep Sink.
I used to live in Langmuir, so I'm a little biased towards Langmuir's Chariot, but these other boats seem fun too.
All right. Heat number 8 about to get underway as the MC is just checking to see where everybody is.
Do we have Ornopithecus Odyssey?
And there you hear the
Do
names.
we have Langmuir's Chariot?
Langmuir's Chariot looks ready to go.
And do we have Gorgon's Gaze?
Gorgon's Gaze getting settled. Looks like Orin Odyssey getting a pep talk of sorts from our assistants. Deep Sink still really waiting to get situated. And one thing interesting thing about the Steam Atrium, where last year there was really no set theme, whereas here there's a lot of Greek mythology inspired boats, and at least for us, I think it makes our job just a little bit easier.
Oh, definitely. And I also really appreciate the effort that went into the names.
I do miss the Lightning McQueen boats. I still do miss that. All right. But regardless, heat number 8 about to get set up. Just a reminder on the times, the top 4 best finishers will race in the Speedster Division final, with Asclepius, Greek god of medicine, winning heat number 6, currently with the fastest time at 1:05:41. YI Regatta at 1:18. And we are now going to throw to the finish line as heat number 8 gets underway. Guys, take it away.
All right, let's get this race started.
Hi everyone, I'm with the lovely Hendricks Hall and Mountain Hall. Guys, can I have your names please?
Ariana Marshall, Sister Mary.
Well guys, I want to say congratulations on winning. You guys did amazing. Tell me how you're feeling.
So excited, we didn't think we were going to win the heat. People said we were going to lose, but guess what? We won.
Who said you were going to lose?
Some of our neighboring boats.
And you guys still won. Congratulations. Well, your boat looked amazing. Tell me about it.
We planned beforehand that we were going to do a counting sequence to make sure we were together, and then just yelling out which direction we needed to turn the boat. We literally just practiced today, so yeah.
You guys practiced just today, and you still won. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
Heat number 8 looks like a rout, folks. Langmuir's Chariot is blowing the competition away. Maybe the Pegasus on the front of the boat were a good sign.
Their horse, or whatever the thing is on the front of the boat, Pegasus perhaps, like Jake just said, it is blowing away, but that's a small price to pay for winning this whole race.
Yeah, Deep Sink, unfortunately, living up to the second syllable in its name, and it is practically capsized at this point. As Langmuir's Chariot crosses the finish line, certainly a contender for the fastest time across the 200 yards.
One thing we always spoke about in Langmuir was teamwork, so it makes sense that their boat would win.
Not quite fastest time. We're getting the time in at 1:09.98, so 4 seconds behind Asclepius' time as Langmuir's Chariot wins heat number 8. Certainly a marvelous effort by Langmuir's Chariot. Heat number 9 looks like about to get set up here. We got FCC, no, not the Federal Communications Commission. FCC as FSEA. getting set up here, along with the Cicero, the Flying Sandal, and Chin Chin.
Do we have the Cicero?
Cicero,
Do we have
famous Roman statesman.
Yeah, they actually named it after a Roman.
Yes, but he was well versed in Greek teachings.
Indeed, he was.
Yes, where he would often translate a lot of Greek work into Latin so Romans could understand them. Flying sandal getting set up, not seeing much of a sandal design there, but I dig it.
It's kind of hard to make a boat into a sandal.
That is true, I applaud the effort. But Chin Chin is also, looks very small, and I'm not sure,
Yeah,
thin.
I don't know how people could fit in that.
I'm not sure how well the water's going to hold that up.
I don't
especially
think
with the
it's going to
added
last
weight.
very long.
Yeah, the flying sandal, I'm assuming that's some sort of Hermes reference, of course, with his winged feet. We are getting ready for heat number 9, looks like. Only FCC looks about ready to go. And we'll take you back to heat number 8 with Langmuir's Chariot. Really, it wasn't just how fast they finished, it was how well and how fast they finished ahead of everybody else in their heat.
Oh,
Really a dominating
definitely.
performance.
Absolutely, so dominating. And it was just a fun to watch heat because of their incredible excellence.
All right. And looks like, speaking of Langmuir's Chariot, we have the winner standing by at the finish line. Guys?
I'm here with the rowers of Langmuir's Chariot. What are your names?
Emmy.
I'm Noah.
And you just won your heat of Roth Regatta. How does it feel?
Amazing.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
How long did it take you to build this boat, and what was your strategy?
About 15 hours, and our strategy was just have fun and enjoy it. And we did. It was great. It was really great.
Yeah, you guys had fun?
Absolutely, 100%. It's always a blast at Roth Regatta.
Awesome. Back to you guys at the desk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Now a word from
Wait
our,
for the race to finish.
and now a word from our sponsors, or is that how it's
First
going
is
to?
the race, then you guys, then.
Cicero, Flying Sandal, currently colliding into each other, separating, trying to make some
All right, heat number 9 is underway. FCC.
As Jake and I predicted, Chin Chin did capsize pretty early on.
There you go. It's not only got to be small, but sturdy.
Absolutely. That boat barely looked like they could fit people in it.
But the other 3 boats really neck and neck as they cross where we are situated.
Absolutely.
FCC currently in control. The Cicero and Flying Sandal neck and neck for second place here. Cicero looks like they got a ram here. Uh-oh. We got some warfare. Good old quinquerum action.
FCC still currently in the lead. It's neck and neck, ladies and gentlemen.
Back in naval warfare, there was Romans and Carthaginians used what's known as a quinquerum, which had a ram on the front of it, and they would ram into the side of the boats, and that would cause them to sink.
Living up to their name, I guess.
Yeah, shout outs to Oversimplified with his Peter Gore videos on YouTube. Please check it out.
Controlling their boat. They gotta find it. FCC closest to the banner.
All right, heat number 9 about wrapping up. Neck and neck and neck here.
Race here left so we can extract your boat.
And while heat 9 wraps up, heat number 10 is getting set up.
They're going a lot faster than they usually do, let me
Yes,
tell
they
you.
are. They're at least getting set up pretty quickly. Some of them, of course, failure to launch, but it is what it is. It's all about the experience. So FCC, as announced over the PA system, has won heat number 9. And before heat 10 begins, we'll have a word from our sponsors.
The School of Communication and Journalism at Stony Brook University, in collaboration with undergraduate student government, presents Roth Regatta Live. This broadcast is made possible with generous support from Bagel Express is proud to help support today's broadcast. Along with breakfast and their famous lunch sandwiches and paninis, Bagel Express is the official caterer of the Stony Brook Seawolves. To book your next party or catered event, call us at 631-675-2770. And Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jefferson Station is proud to be the official smoothie partner of Stony Brook University. Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jeff is also now a Wolfie Wallet partner. We are located at 5120 Wisconsin Highway, Port Jefferson Station. Download our app and earn rewards points while enjoying our made-to-order smoothies and food. You're on Tropic Time now.
Heat number 10 underway. It looks like ASME taking the early edge here. FCC was able to win heat number 9, final time 144.6. And this looks very similar to heat number 8 as ASME is really blowing the competition away.
They could be in contention for fastest time so far.
Certain Langley Chariot might be having a run for its money. Looks like the Titans tandem is in second place. Organic Odyssey and Boston BC is fighting for third. But ASME has really had no detours whatsoever. Whatever they used to design that boat, it is proving dividends here on the pond today.
And ladies and gentlemen, I don't even think there's a question. Our winners for this heat is
Heat number 10. ASME has won by a landslide here.
Can't wait to see their final time.
It'll certainly be competitive for the top of the leaderboard here. Heat number 10 in the books, meaning we have 7 normal heats left. As we await ASME's time, it is time to throw it back to the studio. Guys, take it away.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors who helped contribute to our annual Roth Regatta live cast today. So Tommy, like, the teams, they're very creative and innovative with, their boats, and like, what names stuck out to you?
Yeah, I feel like one name stuck out to me. It's a mix of Icarus and Zucchero Gallery's Icarus Gallery, and then the word Icarus makes me think of the Kansas song Icarus Born on Wings of Steel. They're a great progressive rock band. I love listening to them. And switching over to names to our new poll. Our new poll is on which food have you enjoyed the most, and the options are cold chicken, Coca-Cola, and ice cream. And same the first poll, you can scan the QR code right on the screen, take you directly to that survey.
So far, it looks like we don't have any votes at the moment, but we have some interesting options. There's barbecue chicken, Coca-Cola, and ice cream.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we just received a vote for Coca-Cola. And now we can and pretty soon we're gonna, it seems very exciting, the show and whatnot.
And then we'll check back later with that poll. Now let's send it to play-by-play.
So we're at Heat 10.
Okay, let's
ready?
get this race started.
Well, are you ready for Roth Regatta? Oh my God!
Ready for Roth Regatta? Then they're off.
What a nice push that they got.
They're taking themselves into treacherous waters. I'm seeing some people with wigs on.
Mm-hmm. Wigs on, red wigs on. Oh wow.
Crazy speed.
One boat down.
Oh, it's looking like one boat down. Absolutely.
I think this is
hours of work completely gone.
It's looking like the red wig squad is gonna win.
One of the most unsuspecting boats is taking the absolute lead, blowing them out of the water.
Ahead of the pack. Oh wait, I think
the ahead of the curve. It's looking like it's moving in water.
Yeah, it looks like water is entering the boat. They're leaning, but I think they have this race in the bag.
Yeah, no, they absolutely do have this race in the bag. No, they're turning around.
Ooh, they're turning around. I think it's beginning to sink. Mamma Mia has synced. Oh my God! After holding the lead, a strong lead, Mamma Mia has synced.
It has synced. Oh my
wow!
Goodness, we have 2 syncs already. The USS Gershwin is taking the lead now.
Oh. USS Gershwin is looking like it's the clear winner for us.
The Pyramid definitely has some technique, but it's not going to be enough to save them.
Mm-hmm.
The Mamma Mia
It's looking like
capsized.
Mamma Mia has capsized, and USS Gershwick is the clear winner right now. Well,
They were deep into the race before they capsized. They were looking real suspicious at first. But
They held a great lead.
And we have our next runners up over here.
Our next winner, our next race, Hydrocraft, Hermes Ahoy, Sirens of the Brook, and Scaridia Scooterini.
Daria Scooteroni.
Scooteroni, interesting. What an interesting name.
Yeah. Hermes Ahoy, Hydrocraft. That's some of the ones coming up. Sirens of the Brook. raising their hands.
So one of the keys to winning this race is the push-off. The push-off is very key to allowing these boats to have a great head start and allowing them to just...
Yeah, that push-off is absolutely necessary. It launched some of the winners way up ahead.
But how are we rating the boats this year, compared to last year? What are the thoughts?
I'm thinking this is doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Every single racer.
I think a lot of the boats really stuck to the theme. So,
Yep.
And unique names. Okay.
We're seeing one of the coolest boats absolutely taking the race. As a spoiler in the back, it might be hindering them. Wow.
Darius Scooteroni, you see the push was very key. The push was very key. Oh, a piece of it fell off though. A piece of it fell off.
Their technique is absolutely immaculate.
Yeah.
They're taking a crazy lead up ahead.
Darius Scooteroni is the clear winner right now with a hefty lead.
Yeah,
and Sirens of the Brook, they're shirtless on the boat. Very interesting.
Contestants are barely keeping up. Does not even matter at all. We're going to scavenge that spoiler.
Sirens of the Brook.
And that's it for this heat.
Sirens of the Brook is struggling right there.
Took it. Yeah, let's wrap it up. This has been this heat. And we're done.
I'm here with the rowers of the USS Gershwin. What are your names?
William, Rocco.
And you just won your first heat of the Roth Regatta. How does it feel?
Good, yeah. Feels great. We put a lot of effort into our boat. We're happy we won. Yeah.
And what was your strategy going into today's race?
We had nothing. Teamwork, paddling synchronized, and a good built boat. Yeah, that.
You guys had fun?
Yes, yeah, a lot.
A lot of fun, yeah.
Are you coming back next year?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, awesome. Back to you guys at the desk.
Okay. All right, so we need to do. Let's practice banter between us, though.
Yeah, absolutely. What are the next ones?
The next one is.
Ruckus, Pal Voyage. One must imagine.
Pal Voyage. Tongue. I'm gonna say that. Okay.
One must imagine.
After the heat, right? After the race? After the race? But you let us know when we're throwing, right?
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Okay. Support.
I'm here with the rowers of the Scooteroni. What are your names?
Daniel, Yash.
And tell me, you guys were zooming by the finish line. Did you have any strategy going into today?
The architect here, Yash, we've been building the same boat for the past 3 years, and clearly the design is effective.
Yeah, I mean, we've won last 2 years, so we just did what we did last year.
Awesome. And what exactly set your boat apart from the rest?
Engineering, superior engineering.
Amazing. Are you guys going to come back next year?
We're graduating. Both of us are graduating, yeah.
Okay, back to you guys.
So in Heat 13, we have Ruptus, Pal Voyage, One Must Imagine Sisyphus, and Tung 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 Sahur.
For the sake of ease, I think we'll just call them Tung Tung Sahur.
Yeah.
Looks like you're missing one. Oh, nope, they're right there.
The way they've made these boats is very interesting. Tung Tung, I don't know if it will survive.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
But
Pal Voyage is looking real strong. One Must Imagine Sisyphus.
What One Must Imagine Sisyphus is looking really nice. So what an interesting design. It looks like a catapult.
Is that?
Looks like a catapult. Oh wow.
Is that a manual engine that they're going to be using? I'm not too sure. It looks like it's.
Oh wow. Very interesting.
Ruptus looking a little.
This is one of the interesting
small.
heats with, such unique boats.
Absolutely, yeah. Ruptus is looking a little small in comparison. Pal Voyage looking real ready. Have a nice design on their boat.
Who do you think will win this heat?
I'm betting on One Must Imagine Sisyphus. We must imagine him to be happy right now because this boat is looking real strong, at least in comparison to designs. Definitely one of the most unique boats.
I'm thinking Tung Tung is going to take the race,
Yeah, I hope so.
It's looking like a nice boat.
I want someone to sing.
I think number one, what's that one?
Ruptus?
Yeah, Ruptus. Yeah, that one's gonna definitely sink.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not too sure about Ruptus.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's looking on the small side, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're facing some treacherous waters.
But the key is going to be the push-off, so
push-off. If they have a strong push-off, it doesn't
we'll
really
see.
matter.
We saw in one of the other heats, one of the boats got stuck on the grass because they couldn't get the team couldn't push them off. So
yeah, it seems to be that right side over there that they keep getting stuck on. Definitely an unlucky position. Race is about to start, and they're off.
What a push-off. Tung Tung has the lead.
Yep. At least it appears to have a lead. It is a manual engine. I was right.
Oh, wow. They're cheating. Let me stop. That's so unique, though. That's very unique.
Definitely unique, but effective. I'm not too
I don't
sure.
know if it's effective, though. It's
Absolutely
cardboard
not.
and water.
We were correct about Ruptus.
But Tung Tung Sahur is in the lead.
Taking the lead, absolutely. Ruptus is completely blown out.
What a beautiful looking boat.
Their technique is looking strong, real strong right now. It's
Very cohesive.
Has a very strong lead. Pal Voyage is trying to keep up. Very simple boat. Seemingly effective, at least more effective than Ruptus.
One must imagine Sisyphus is struggling.
One not doing too well at all. That boat is looking real heavy.
But it's a very beautiful boat, though.
Absolutely
Unique.
beautiful boat.
And our prediction was right in terms of Ruptus.
Yeah, Ruptus
did sink immediately.
Did sink immediately. That must have been hours of work just completely gone right off the bat. Pal Voyage looking pretty strong.
One must imagine Sisyphus is still going.
I think they're just going through it for a stroll.
It's looking like Tung Tung Sahur is the winner.
Yeah, no, absolutely. One must imagine Sisyphus.
Tung Sahur is the winner.
Yeah. One must imagine. Okay, we're about to throw it back to you guys in a second. But one must imagine Sisyphus to be chilling right now because they are still on the water.
Still on the water. Still on the water, still going, still fighting strong.
Ruptus didn't even stand a chance against some of these boats.
Shaking my head.
Dang, I was really banking on Sisyphus over there. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, they had an interesting contraption. I think given better materials could have definitely worked out in their favor.
Oh, I definitely think so. They were trying to get that manual engine going, but I think that took some of the necessary time that they needed.
I think they realized earlier on that it wasn't going to work. So.
Absolutely. We have our
boats
coming up.
The turnout is very amazing, though. Looking at the crowd, people are enjoying it. Everyone in their baby blue and white shirts.
Yep.
So.
I've seen about like 50 different cameras. People bought their equipment. Good shots.
And I can't wait for this next heat. It's looking like an interesting boat is approaching us.
I've seen some shields on that one. It's looking pretty cool. Which ones do we have next?
We have Holy Ship, Zeus side piece.
Okay.
You wish you could be me.
Okay, I'm assuming that's biomedical engineering for BME.
Yeah.
And we'll take it back to you guys.
What's it?
everyone. I'm with the Amman Council. Guys, how are you guys feeling after the race?
I feel exhilarated. That was so good.
My left arm is tired.
So tell me, what was your strategy?
We roll in sync, and when one of us turns one way too far, then the other pushes harder, and the other one stops.
That's basically that. He basically covered everything. So the important things that we say on our individual sides, and if we're turning one way, he rows less hard and I row harder.
Okay, well, it clearly worked. You guys did so good. Congratulations once again. Back to you guys.
So in this heat number 14, we have Holy Ship, Zeus's side piece. Oh my God!
Yep.
And You Wish You Could Be Me.
That sounds like biomedical engineering.
I believe you only have 3 boats in this heat, so
No, they're looking strong.
this is gonna be an interesting race.
They're about to take off. Is this a good push?
Zeus's side piece had a difficult push.
Absolutely, yeah, they're ahead right now. It's looking like Holy Ship. Trying to keep up. You Wish You Could Be Me. Is definitely behind.
You Wish You Could Be Me is taking the lead right now.
They're taking the lead right now. Okay. So then it's looking like Zeus's side piece is absolutely behind.
Zeus's side piece is just struggling.
The Holy Ship not looking too holy.
Fight back!
Looking really regular.
Holy Ship is. I'm not gonna lie, with these past heats, it has been just one boat taking the lead.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's been just gas immediately. Zeus's side piece is definitely struggling to keep up. That boat is much smaller than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Looks like they cut it in half. I think they lost one of their shields too.
So it's looking like you Wish You Could Be Me is the clear winner for this race.
Yeah, no, they definitely had a strong push. Definitely a good design.
With Holy Ship coming in second place and Zeus's side piece sadly finishing last. Oh wow.
They're definitely on the side this time. We got our runner-ups pairing automatically.
Our heat number 15 is coming up next. Wolfie was in the water.
Yep,
so that's kind of disgusting. But
pushed one of the Spartans into the water as well. They were beefing a little bit. But
Had a little tussle.
looking very prepared to get into this water.
I feel sorry for whoever's wearing that suit tomorrow.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely. I think it's a different suit than we see usually. The mouth is moving on this one.
Oh wow.
Hey, we have our runner-ups preparing. The turnout is absolutely immaculate, like I said before.
So for Heat 15, these are the boats that we have prepared. No Retreat, Philos, Adelos, Dikaios, and Fruit of Dionysus.
Dionysus. Those are grapes.
Interesting.
Dionysus, the god of wine.
3 races as well, three boats as well that are going to be present.
Yeah, 3 boats again. We're seeing some interesting helmets. I believe
they came decked out.
They absolutely came decked out. Those helmets are looking pretty cool.
I can't tell if it's Spartan helmets or if it's just.
Looks like chicken heads.
Yeah, look like chicken heads.
Yeah, no, it does. Fruit of Dionysus looking very small in comparison to the other 2. I assume
But they came very decked out. Huh? So we'll send you back to the studio for more from our anchors.
Hi, I'm here with a boat. You Wish You Could Be me. What's your name?
Sierra. I'm Lily.
How did you guys feel winning?
Oh, great winning. We didn't think the boat would make it across. This is a big surprise.
How long did it take to build a boat?
We started somewhere around 4 p.m. yesterday. We were done maybe midnight, 8 hours.
What was your strategy going into it?
We switched put like rowers last minute, and we basically just had the paddles and we like calling out right, left, trying to get as far as we could.
That's a great strategy. Well, congrats. Back to you guys.
Philos.
Adelphos.
Adelphos Dicosis, whatever, is having a great lead.
Yep. Taking advantage of the Greek advantage.
This is going to be an interesting battle because all the boats are struggling. I won't lie.
It's looking like no retreat, I assume. Hitting the side of Roth Regatta. They completely missed.
No Retreat has just crashed into the crowd.
They went the complete wrong direction. Had a terrible push.
Oh, wow.
They're looking right now, though. I think those are Spartan helmets, if I'm not wrong. Whoa.
It is a neck-and-neck battle, or about to be a neck-and-neck battle, between Philos.
Yeah, Philos is looking very strong. Fruit of Dionysus is keeping up.
Fruit of Dionysus.
Real sturdy. They're pushing up against the dirt.
Look at it,
guys.
No retreat is next to the journalism equipment, just making a comeback.
As hard as they can.
They're making a very good comeback right now.
Fruit of Dionysus is still in second. It's looking like Philos is taking a strong lead.
Taking a very strong lead.
Oh, absolutely.
But the other two boats trailing behind, still fighting back
left in
very strong.
The gusts, or rather the water. Yeah, these are some treacherous seas, man.
Treacherous. I wonder where all the turtles go.
Yeah, no, they're definitely terrified. I would be. Saw Philos coming right above us. Looks like those Spartan helmets didn't help them at all, at least in terms of aerodynamics. They're still in the water, it looks like.
Philos is the winner.
Winner is Philos, it looks like. What do we have next?
In our next heat, we have ASCE, Phoenix Rising, and the Fidices.
The Fidici. I think we're saying it right. We had some pretty strong contestants on the last one, but they just could not keep up to Philos. Took an absolute
Some very sturdy boats,
Sturdy
but
boats, absolutely.
unfortunately didn't roll that well.
They did not. They did not roll that well. We had one looking
ASCE is looking very interesting.
Yeah, very regal, I would say.
Yeah.
Looks like they got.
They definitely follow the Greek theme.
Yeah, no, definitely follow the Greek theme. A lot of gold, I'm seeing. I wonder if that can help them.
Fidici. Okay.
Okay. They're clapping over there. They seem very excited. ASC is looking real magical. And Phoenix Rising. A flame design. Let's see if that helps them.
I won't lie. Phoenix Rising is looking questionable.
Yeah,
it's looking very questionable.
We're about to send it back to you guys. All right, let's take it back to you guys.
Oh.
Okay, never mind, I guess.
Phoenix is looking interesting. I don't know if it's gonna stay afloat. I won't lie.
I think it will. You know what? I'm gonna bet on Phoenix Rising to take the cake. But like we said, one boat just takes the lead and they just keep it.
I have my money on ASC. We'll send it back to you guys.
I've literally never seen this many people on camera.
We said it.
Hi, I'm here with Phi Alpha Delta boat. Who am I with? What's your name?
Brooke Diamond.
I'm Nicole Richard. How long did it take to build your boat?
It took 2 nights.
Was there a strategy going into it?
Honestly, we just looked at everyone else, saw what worked, and followed along.
That's amazing. How did you guys feel winning?
Crazy, full of exhilaration.
Like, my heart's beating out of my chest. I can't believe it.
Well, the medals look good on you. Congrats, guys. Back to you.
And currently taking the lead.
It's like we were both wrong. I think that's
Fidici?
Not ASC.
It's how do you pronounce it? Fidici? The Fidici? The Fidici is taking the lead.
Taking a strong lead.
But ASCE is making a strong comeback as they are sailing a cohesive unit.
That's a lot of duct tape.
A lot of duct tape. Oh, wow.
ASC is still looking regal in the water. Not sure if that's helping them, though. They're staying second. Phoenix Rising is slowing down, down to a near stop.
They're making a nice little comeback.
Looks like they've stopped. I don't think they're doing so well.
Phoenix Rising is struggling.
Oh, there goes my parlay. I had all my money on Phoenix Rising. They suck.
And ladies and gentlemen,
oh man,
that's a lot of duct tape and tenacity, but it did not help them.
The Fidici is the winner. The underdogs, they are the winner.
Yeah, no,
oh wow.
Absolutely. Dang, we should have bet on them.
Yeah, bet on them.
All right, who do we have
Up next in Heat 17, Serena de la Cien, Quacked Out, and Lambda Alpha Xi,
Cradlers of Olympus.
Cradlers of Olympus.
Okay, I think I'm going to go for Quacked Out. I'm not sure which one is which.
Lambda Alpha Xi. I wonder what organization that is.
Definitely going to be my pick. Who you
Quacked Out. Quacked out. I won't lie. It's looking like an interesting boat.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
Okay, definitely.
I think it's one of the most unique designs we've seen today.
Okay.
I don't know if it will stay afloat, but we'll see.
Serene de la Seine.
Serene de la Seine.
They're going to wave their hands. Quacked out.
Quacked out.
And do we have AAX, Cradlers of Olympus?
Cradlers of Olympus. They look like they have a pretty strong design, admittedly. But I definitely want Quacked out to win. They're looking like a canoe.
The push-off will be key, so we'll see.
And we're going to send it back to you guys.
Hi, I'm here with Fidacy. Who am I talking to?
Michelle.
Skylar.
Okay, how did you guys feel winning?
Oh my God, it was so good. It was so much fun.
It was so fun. Last year we were this close to winning, so redemption.
Is this your second time here?
I pushed last year. She did not.
No, this is my first time.
Hopefully we'll see you back here next year.
Yeah.
What was your strategy building the boat?
I don't even know. It took us like 2 weeks. Yeah. Took us 2 weeks to build a boat.
And your strategy of winning?
Alternation with lots of communication.
Lots of communication.
Are you guys going to go grab a bite to eat afterwards?
Yeah, we're starving. We're starving.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's it. Back to you guys.
You okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, receive from an unnamed competitor currently floating on the left side of this line. Treading the water very well, it seems to be floating back to the edge of the pond. Finding its way back to shore. I've never seen a boat this small do so much before, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's make some noise. This is our last Speedster heat. Let's count it down, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3.
Last Speedster heat set to get underway. We have Cradlers of Olympus, Quacked out, and Serene de la Seine. Here is the final heat. Cradlers of Olympus off to a hot start here on heat number 17. Some time updates here. You wish you could be me. Heat 14, time of 1:08:03. Philos and Elphos Takaios in heat number 15, time of 1:46:13. Still waiting for an official time for the Fidacy. Remember, for the Fidacy. Just a reminder, our Speedster final will be of the top 4 fastest winners of these heats. Heat number 17. And it looks like Cradlers of Olympus is going to take this pretty handily here.
They have been on it from the beginning of this race. They really came to a decisive lead quite early.
Solid launch for all teams, and it looks like CBC is spinning out quickly. Quacked out has spun out a little bit.
And while we're commentating on that, we might as well already have our winner. Let's give it up for
Cradlers of Olympus wins the final heat. Here's the final Speedster heat. The Speedster finals will be set soon enough. We'll be waiting on times for these last 2 heats. And what do you expect to see out of the Speedster final heat coming up soon?
The overall? Oh yeah, I expect to see a lot of fast times. I expect to see maybe a little rough housing in the water. I expect to see incredible finishes.
Let's see if we can provide that for you on this beautiful Friday afternoon here on Stony Brook University's campus. And just give a little preview of what to expect, or what teams rather should be competing in the Speedster final, as it looks like Quacked Out is trying to finish here. Scuderia Scuderuti, the reigning Speedster champions and the winners of Heat 12, have currently had the fastest time at 50.01 seconds, the only time faster than a minute.
Everyone who's involved.
Wow, that is really incredible. How did they get under a minute?
Well, it comes with the territory. You know, reigning winners of this division want to keep that knowledge and really recycle that knowledge. You really don't want to spread it to other clubs. To eventually give
Right,
them a leg
I
up.
mean, why would you? It's just competition.
We have. All right. Seem we're going to be throwing somewhere. Back to you guys.
Sydney.
Marissa. And tell me, what was the strategy out here in the water?
I guess just trying to make sure we're going with the flow, the first momentum we got from the first fish. Just like communicating to left or right with side of paddle.
Communication is key. Right, and tell me, how long did it take you to build your boat? What was the strategy behind the design?
I guess it took us around like 3 days total of working on it, and we didn't have much of a strategy, just a lot of duct tape and a lot of good quality cardboard.
Yeah, shout out my parents for donating funds for the duct tape, and shout out my dad who thought we would sink.
And tell me, you know, building a boat out of cardboard must be hard to find so much cardboard. Where'd you get it all from?
My dad's warehouse, he donated some as well.
USG and our suite.
Awesome, and are you going to be coming back next year? What are your thoughts?
We're graduating, so this is it.
Okay. Well, best of luck back to you guys.
Thank you.
There's been so much interesting things in this year's Roth Regatta. Tommy, what's sticking out to you?
Right. Yeah, I feel like this year there have been very dominant teams, like the one of the teams that they just spoke to, Fire the Sea. Also, one of the other teams, Scuderia, Scuderini. And I feel like two of the most dominant heats were heats 4 and 5 and some of the most recent heats. So I believe they've had a lot of great communication between each other. What do you think?
Oh yes, plenty of awesome camaraderie here. Like, I've seen plenty of, you know, innovative, you know, designs for the boats. I'm very pleased with this, with how this year's Roth Regatta is going.
Absolutely. Okay, so our second poll that we threw to at 2 o'clock, let's check on the results.
And we have for barbecue chicken 27%, Coca-Cola 37%, and ice cream is just narrowly winning with that 38% vote.
So it was a very close poll, and like we've said constantly, just you can scan that QR code and it'll take you directly to the survey, and you could pick whichever of those choices that you've enjoyed the most for food.
Yes, and let's throw it back, taking it to you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, our speedsters have put up a very good race. I believe it was 17 fantastic heats. Now we're going to have our speedster finale. The 4 fastest speedster boats will be going at it to see who's the fastest. Finishing with a time of 50 seconds and 1 millisecond. Do we have Scuderia Scuderoni? Finishing their previous bout with a time of 1 minute, 5 seconds, and 41 milliseconds. Do we have Asclepius? Finishing with a time of 1 minute, 8 seconds, and 3 milliseconds. Do we have You Wish You Could Be Me?
final about to get underway here at Roth Regatta Live. Jake Riccio and Adrian Esposito on the call for it. I gotta say, the advantage for this heat has to go to Scuderia Scooteruni, the reigning Speedster champs. They won Heat 12 with a final time 15 seconds faster than anybody else.
And still under a minute. Absolutely incredible. They really have to be the heavy favorite going into this.
Other competitors in this heat finishing with a 1:05. We have... It looks like Asclepius, the Greek god of medicine, winners of heat number 6. You Wish You Could Be Me at 1:08.03, winners of heat 14. And 1:09, the final time, Langier's Cherry, heat number 8. We are underway. Speedster final. Scuderia Scooteruni and Asclepius not too far behind. All 4 boats have been slipping into the water, and Scooteruni is already pulling ahead.
Scuderia Scooteruni is off to a demanding lead. Commanding lead. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is going on?
I think we have a dynasty here at Roth Regatta, folks.
I agree.
Scuderia Scooteruni 50.01 in their initial heat. The only boat to finish under 1 minute across the 200-yard rock pond. And it looks like Scooteruni is going to take this easily. Back to back Speedster champion.
Scooteruni!
Scuderia Scooteruni, your Speedster heat winners.
Champions
Initial
once
time
again.
Of 50.01 and just blew their competition away here in the final.
And those were against the 3 other best races. So
it's proven today that if you keep that knowledge and you keep that core together, you can still do great things here on the boat track today.
absolutely, Jake. There is a piece of a boat just floating in the water.
And I believe that is a piece of Scooteruni's boat. It certainly matches the black and green color scheme.
It certainly does. But who cares if your boat is falling apart if you won?
All that matters is that you don't capsize before the finish line.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, a few boats could not say the same. I want to take it back to heat number 11 here, where Mamma Mia had a massive lead. It looked like it was their heat to lose, and by the gods, they lost it.
The Greek gods were not smiling upon them.
Indeed, they were not. And as we enter halftime, the Yacht heats are ready to be back. After these messages, we'll send you back to the studio. Back to you guys.
I'm here with the rowers back again of Scuderia Scooteroni. Guys, it's your second win of the day. You just won the Speedster round. How do you feel?
It feels amazing getting the three-peat. We got 3 years in a row, so very excited about this. Very happy. Continuing the legacy.
You said you're seniors, is that right?
Yes.
What advice do you have for the people in the coming years?
Cardboard sourcing, I guess.
Yeah. You know, sustainably source the cardboard.
And what are some tips and tricks? How did you guys get so much cardboard?
We got the supply chain here. I mean,
the trick is to contact warehouses because they have old waste of piles of cardboard.
That's boring. We won. Let's go.
Awesome. Wonderful. And what was your favorite part about today?
Winning.
Yeah, winning. I don't think that...
Okay, awesome. And is there anything else that you'd like to say for the future generations in Roth Regatta?
Just get good.
There's not much fun at Stony Brook, so whatever there is, enjoy it.
No. Ready?
All right, thank you so much. Back to you guys.
And what an excellent Speedster round that was.
Absolutely. To the winner of Speedster, congratulations to Scuderia Scooteroni.
Now we are starting to head over to the halftime portion of Roth Regatta Live.
Roth Regatta will be sailing smoothly today, but the journey towards the regatta wasn't without speed bumps. You see, Roth Pond is a body of water susceptible to cyanobacteria, more commonly known as blue-green algae. Their blooms are toxic and dangerous. The bacteria can naturally be found in small
Did I
numbers by
butcher
lakes
that?
and streams, but can form massive blooms under the right conditions. When bloomed, scums will form and a paint-like appearance will coat the water. If this algae is spotted, contact should be avoided. Side effects of contact with affected water include skin irritation, nausea, vomiting,
right now.
and difficulty breathing. Thankfully, the pond has been drained in recent weeks, removing the threat for our racers. With a fresh deposit of water in the pond, the boats and the racers inside them are assured a safe trip out on the track. If you spot any blue-green algae blooms at a beach near you, please contact the Suffolk County Department of Health Services Office of Ecology at 631-852-5760 or via email at any time at scdhsweb@suffolkcountiny.gov. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy Roth Regatta Live.
Hello, Seawolves. Welcome back to another segment of Chris on the Street. My name is Christopher Yang.
And I'm Anjali Vishwanath.
We're here at the Academic Mall to interview students to see how they feel about Roth Regatta. All right, so first question. Are you excited for Roth Regatta?
Yeah. Yes, I'm really excited. It's going to be fun.
Me too. I'm excited to see everyone's boats.
I'm always excited for Roth Regatta. It's one of my favorite traditions that we have on campus.
I am. My club, the Anthropology Club, Undergraduate Anthropology Society, has a boat, so we're working towards it.
Hell yeah. We're actually making a boat for Marine Science Club, but I can't attend Roth Regatta because of an internship.
I have no clue what it is, but you know what? I'm always excited to go to every event that's going to be on here on campus.
How do you feel about the theme, Greek mythology?
I think it's pretty cool. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Yeah, I'm glad we're celebrating Greek life.
I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology. I love the story of Zeus and all those amazing Greek stuff.
What do you think of the theme, Greek mythology?
Actually iconic. Kind of wish we were always thinking of doing that. That one and Shrek are kind of my favorites that have been done, yeah.
I used to really like Athena back in the day, though, like back in middle school, high school.
So we kind of we're trying to design the boat and theme it as Hydra, you know, the many heads, but then instead of like typical Hydra heads, we're going to put our professors' heads on top.
How do you feel about this big campus tradition?
I love it. It was one of the big selling points coming to Stony Brook. I toured my senior year of high school. They pointed out the pond. They're like, you get to build a boat and sink on this water if you want to. And I looked forward to it. It's a campus activity. I enjoy it.
Honestly, it's amazing. I have never seen like a similar tradition in any other schools, which is pretty interesting. Like, I don't know, this seems like just such a college thing to do.
So it's one of the biggest events that's going to be happening during the spring semester. So yeah, this is definitely going to help a lot.
I think it's pretty cool that the school does these cool activities to look forward to, so very excited.
Yeah, I think everything is for a good cause and it gets everyone like together, every organization.
I think in general, just like having something for students to look forward to is really great. Like Stony Brook is really good at having like those milestones. So like I know like the Brook is always in like November, December. I know Brookfest is around always April time. I think it gives like a little bit of a reward for everything you guys do. Is like, great, now I get to come together and see people that maybe I don't hang out with, but we all have this one thing of like, I'm going to go to Roth Regatta, everybody goes to Roth Regatta. So it's like a nice little bonding thing where maybe I don't know you, but I'm like, no, we both go to Roth Regatta together. Like that's okay. And that's really, really cool.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing all those boats. Are you doing one?
My club, Pokemon Go Club, is actually doing a boat, so I'm very excited to see how they do. And honestly, we're looking forward to Roth Regatta.
Yeah, I personally am hoping to see, I don't know, maybe some literary, some Captain Nemo, some, you know, under the sea moments. But yeah, hoping that all of our boats sink, don't swim. Good luck to everyone competing today. I'm Anjali Vishwanath.
I'm Christopher Yang.
And this has been Chris on the Street.
Good morning, Seawolves. I'm Zoe Busowitz with Christopher Yang behind the camera, and today we are in New York City. New York City may seem like it's always bustling into the future, but it still holds on to some remnants of the past. So come along with us as we explore how the ancient stories are still alive and well in the city that millions of people call home today. New York City's Broadway may be the epicenter of the theater world today, but thousands of years ago, the Greeks invented theater as we know it, and hundreds of years before that, they had poetry, including the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice. If you come down to Broadway and you see Hadestown, An 8-time Tony winner, including Best Musical, you can experience the tale as it was told thousands of years ago, reimagined for audiences of millions today to come see the beloved Greek show. Our next stop is Rockefeller Plaza, a national historical landmark and the home of NBC, The Tonight Show, Radio City Musical, and of course, the iconic ice skating rink.
Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back in school. Thank you.
Here we are in Rockefeller Plaza at one of the most photographed locations in New York City, the statue of Prometheus, who was punished by the gods for stealing fire off of the sun's chariot to bring to mortals. The statue was created in 1934 and has remained in Rockefeller Plaza since, where it is inscribed with the phrase, Prometheus, teacher in every art, brought fire that hath fruits to mortal, a means to mighty ends. So here we are at the statue of Atlas across from St. Patrick's Cathedral. Atlas is the titan who holds the heavens on his shoulders. This statue has been featured on almost every episode of the TV show 30 Rock. If you come to New York City and see it in person, the celestial vault atop Atlas's shoulders points in the direction of the North Star as its relative to New York City. And here we are in Central Park, ready to find our next Greek deity who's excited to give one lucky team their golden laurels.
No, I keep you amused, but I feel like being used. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore.
We're here at Grand Army Plaza near the entrance to Central Park, and behind me is a statue of Civil War Union General William Tecumseh Sherman, accompanied by the Greek goddess Nike. Nike is said to be the Greek goddess of victory, with her sisters Zelos, Kratos, and Bio, or strength, force, and rivalry. In some versions of the myth, she's actually the foster sister of Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom and strategic warfare. Nike is also a close confidant of Zeus, and one of the first supporters he had in overthrowing the Titans, as well as a grand supporter of him battling the monster Typhon before he could take over the earth. The symbol of Nike is the golden laurels, which are granted to victors of contests in ancient Greece, whether it's the contests of sport, poetry, or battle. We can't wait to see who's going to be granted the golden laurels at the end of this year's Roth Regatta. And now we're at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which houses the largest collection of Greek art in the United States, with over 30,000 pieces dating all the way back to the Neolithic area. Let's come check it out. So across New York City, you can find all sorts of art inspired by the work of ancient Greek artists. But when you come to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, you can see the original pieces themselves, created thousands of years ago. And on these pieces, you can see the stories that inspired the original artists, whether it's the adventures of Heracles, or the myth of Theseus and the Minotaur, or the stories of the Greek gods Poseidon, Dionysus, and Hermes. And these same stories are what will inspire the artists of Stony Brook University on their Roth Regatta ships. The myth of Medusa goes that Medusa was a beautiful young Gorgon who was cursed by Athena to have snakes for hair and turn all men that looked at her into stone. There are different versions of this myth. Some say that Athena was offended by Medusa's relations with Poseidon. Others go that Athena was trying to protect Medusa from fearsome gods. The symbol of Medusa has become a popular artist's statement in features all over the world, but in New York City you can find it in a few places. You can find Medusa in the Flatiron Building and in the residence of Marbury and DeWolf in Sutton Place. Some women have reclaimed Medusa as a sign of protection and safety. So what do you think? Was Medusa a fearsome monster, or was she a sign of safety and protection? So it's no wonder the station bears the symbol of the god Hermes, considering he is the protector of travelers, merchants, and sometimes even thieves. He protects everyone on their journeys. Well, Seawolves, thank you for coming along with us on our adventure today to see how ancient Greek stories come back to life in New York City. I'm Zoe Busowitz, that's Christopher Yang behind the camera, and from Turtle Pond in Central Park to Roth Pond in Stony Brook, we're wishing you fair waters, fair weathers, and may Nike's blessing be upon you.
Hi, so yeah, we are here live at the Roth Pond. Miles, can you tell me how the competition has been going?
This competition is one of the craziest I've seen. I've done the Roth Regatta for 3 years in a row. I've never seen anything like this. Boats are capsizing at the very beginning. We're seeing the boats with the cardboard tubes on the side. They're doing a lot better. Can we talk about this little unfriendly competition here?
Yeah, so there is an friendly competition at the starting line. So boats have an unfair advantage. They are getting pushed out. So the boats that do get pushed out first have that advantage to make it further to the end. We have been noticing that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's all fun. It's all in good fun, in goodwill. I'm really happy that everybody is out here today, and this weather is beautiful. This weather is great. So, as much as you know, the competition could be fierce, it's also great and it's also fun. We also want to remind everybody: make sure you get hosed off if you are, you know, one of the racers. You know,
For sure. So people are voluntarily jumping in the water, as you can see. Our very own Maya the Clay. People are jumping in the water, so make sure to hose yourself off. Do not touch your nose or your mouth. There are some dangers in the water, and make sure to be careful because these are homes of aquatic animals.
And one thing, a little off topic, but one thing I'd like to mention here is that these boats are so creative. This year, like, I've been seeing so many creative styles and boats, some big boats too. Like, honestly, like, what are some of your favorites that you've seen?
So I did see Cardozo, and they did sink at the very beginning, but I was rooting for them, so I really love their design. What about you, Miles?
Honestly, I'd have to say the same for Cardozo. There was also, I forgot the name of the boat, but it was kind of like a windmill in the center of the boat. I was like, I have never seen that before. So creative designs all around. It's pretty good. And honestly, right now things are a little bit chill as we go into like the halftime show of the Roth Regatta. People are still out having fun and everything like that. This music, the MCs from USG, they're loud. Our friends at USG, they are bringing the energy and everything. Wouldn't you say they're boosting up the morale on the hot day?
Yeah, so it's beautiful here. So there is Carbo ice cream here. They are giving out Coca-Cola, energy drinks. They're giving out vitamin water, regular water. So the energy here, you know, is enthusiastic. You can really feel the Stony Brook spirit, and you can really see what Roth Pond is really about, what Roth Regatta is really about, how the tradition is being upkept and held. So yeah.
And make sure you hydrate. Hydrate. It is almost 80 degrees out here. We are sweating. Aren't you sweating?
I was sweating earlier, and I was not under a tent, so it really did get to me. But I did hydrate. I did get that Carbo ice cream. My favorite ice cream of my choice would be vanilla with sprinkles. Miles, do you have a favorite?
I definitely have to go with vanilla with the sprinkles. I'll do a little chocolate swirl. I'll do a little bit of, you know, but it definitely has to have sprinkles. And honestly, I'm also very hungry. I'm going to have a meal after this.
So I am hungry as well, but they were giving out chicken sandwiches, chips. They made sure the audience stay hydrated. I can tell everyone has a smile on their face. You can really see the championship, the competition, the friendly competition, and yeah, everyone seems good. There is EMS on standby in case anyone does feel a little drowsy or woozy. There's also UPD on standby, so guys, take a look out for that.
Yeah, so just, you know, you know, PSA, everybody stay safe. There's a lot of people around here. Make sure you be careful of your surroundings. You know, we're all having fun, but I'd say just to be careful of your surroundings. Speaking of surroundings, now at the starting line, we have to be looking around, watching our back, because, you know, there's water splashing. There's people behind the tape who are very, very excited. Honestly, I did not expect this much of a turnout, even though, you know, it's Roth Regatta. A lot of people come, but, like, I'm really happy about this turnout.
There is a lot of crowds coming out. I did get splashed a couple of times. Miles, did you get splashed a couple of times? I was scared for the Roth water. I did not get hosed down, but I did get splashed a bit in the starting line. The starting line, it was pretty interesting. So people have camped out since 12 o'clock in the morning, or since 11 o'clock in the morning. So we have seen people set down their blankets, their picnic. They have food, Starbucks. They're waiting for this. People have been anticipating for this all year round. So as you can see, Stony Brook does have that culture.
Yeah, I'd say people were camping out. I like to call it a little mini Coachella. People were out here. They're ready with their, you know, their little mini tents, their towels and everything. And we just want to stress that this is such a good day. Such a good day to relax, have fun with your friends. You know, it's finals season. This is a really good stress reliever for everybody, wouldn't you say?
Yes, and finals is coming up. As journalists, we do not have too many finals. Yeah, we have final projects. So, yeah, I am not too stressed out about that. But I can tell this can be relaxing for many students around.
Yeah, I spoke to a couple of people earlier today, you know, bio students, psych students. They have a lot of tests that they're preparing for, studying day and night. They're really getting the Monster energy drinks, doing the all-nighters and stuff. And a lot of them, despite that, they are still here. Some people have finals today. They're still here. They want to get out, and it's such a nice day. It's a little bit on the muggy side. It's a little bit humid, but it's pretty good.
So another thing that I noticed in the starting line was there are sororities here repping their sorority. I'm pretty sure I've seen Delta Alpha Phi or Something similar to those lines, yeah. So sororities are out repping their sororities, the sisters, the brotherhood. I could really feel that sense of community here. So yeah, I really love to see that.
And the music is great. The music is great. We have pop, we have hip hop, we have Afro beats. We got a little bit of rock in here. It's really something for everyone, and it's so exciting. What is some of the favorite music? Your favorite music?
So they were playing Burna Boy earlier, and I do love Burna Boy, Rama, Davido. I love the Afrobeats earlier. I see some Caribbean music being played. If I'm not sure, I seen like reggaeton being played. So I love the cultural aspect of Stony Brook. If anyone says Stony Brook does not have culture, we do have culture, so yeah.
Yes, it is, and Stony Brook is very diverse. Everybody's having so much fun, especially with the music. I see people dancing on the side, and I also want to stress that it's not just Stony Brook students that are here. It's the community. We have people walking with their dogs here. You know, it's like a lot of people here. It's pretty good.
So it is an open campus, so anyone is free to come by Roth Regatta any year. This is our 36th annual Roth Regatta, so it is open campus. We see people just coming in, older people, younger people. The crowds are diverse. We see young children playing around here, and it is inviting because we do have Coca-Cola on standby, Carbo on standby, other places, other brand names on standby.
Yeah, that's like, to go off of that point, that is why the Roth Regatta is one of my favorite events. This campus is huge, and we're in a great area where there's a lot of families that live nearby, a lot of neighborhoods. So if they want to get out, you know, enjoy the sun, have some fun with their little kids, their pets, and everything like that, it's a really great experience. And everybody, as you can see here, is having fun. Despite the heat, I'm also having fun too. Yeah.
Yeah, so the heat is blazing hot. I think it will go down later on. If I'm not mistaken, yesterday there was prediction of rain, but it has not been raining. It's not muggy. It's just a bit humid. I see people to really like elevate themselves from the sun. They do have umbrellas on standby, and yeah.
Yeah, for as far as weather-wise, it was a little scary in the beginning of the week because we were looking at some overcast, some like rain, and you know, we really are lucky because this week and on, like onward from today, it's going to be a lot of rain and stuff like that. So I feel like for today in Roth Regatta today, we get extremely lucky, and the sun is out too. Yeah. It's hot and the sun is out. Yeah.
So we definitely did get lucky with this amazing weather. I'm so happy that spring is finally coming and fall, the bad weather is out the way. So yeah. Also guys, tune in. Is this your first Roth Regatta? Have you guys been watching all along? Did you guys just join the stream? Tune in.
Yeah, tune in. We want to thank all of our viewers for being here. This is so great. We worked hard to be here. You know, a lot of these people working on the boats, they worked really hard to be here. We got a lot of excited interviewees. And yeah, so honestly, it's a really good day. What would you say is your second favorite thing of the day?
Okay, so my second favorite thing, I do not want to keep referencing this ice cream, but this ice cream has been amazing. Yeah. The Carbo vanilla with the sprinkles, yes.
I'd say my second favorite thing of the day, besides the boats and the weather, I'd say the people having the free will to throw themselves in the water, because it's a little entertaining.
For sure, Miles, for sure. So yeah, so we did see people jump in themselves voluntarily. We've seen people get pushed in. Some boats at the beginning fumbled, stumbled. Some boats were near the finishing line and then stumbled. So that was very disheartening to see. But it happens, and that's the community of Roth, so yeah.
And another good thing, it's great that it's hot today because the water isn't too cold. Past 2 years, it was a little cold, a little chilly. 2 years ago, it was raining a little bit, so, you know, it was a little frigid in the water. But Aisha, I really don't understand how people could get in here in shorts and like open-toe shoes. Like, I would not do that. Like, I just couldn't. What about you?
So after watching Jake's package earlier, I really seen the dangers of just jumping in open-toe shoes. Like, so you guys should really try to be careful, really try to be safe, keep yourself safe. Like we said previously, there are people to hose you down. There's EMS is on standby. Please check it out. Like, please check out the trucks. Do not get sick. It's not worth your safety and your health. So prioritize your health. Do not jump in head first. Come in protected, guarded. I see people really taking that extra step to protect themselves. They're putting their hair back. They're slicking their hair back. They're really going the extra mile. So it really goes to show.
Yeah, And I also want to stress, this music is so good. I think ETA by New Jeans is playing right now, so all you K-pop lovers out there, this is great for you. I am just having so much fun. It's a blast out here. I also want to mention how much work people have put into these boats. I mean, whether it was the night before or 3 weeks prior, these boats are amazing across the board. They're so amazing, honestly, and there's so much work that was put into it. This time, the dedication. People are with the spray paint and even acrylic paint, painting little minute details on their boat. It's the little thought that counts. They put a lot of love into these boats, and that's what makes a day fun. If you don't win, at least your boat looks nice. You know what I mean?
And you can always win next year because this is an annual thing.
Yeah. All right, we are going to thank our sponsors at Bagel Express. Bagel Express is so good. The bagels have been great. They've been fire. How'd you like the food at Bagel Express?
Miles, I was able to eat the turkey sandwich with the bagel. We had some cherry tomatoes, so it was great. I loved it.
Honestly, I love Bagel Express. We want to thank them so much for being one of our sponsors. I was eating the bagels up. I'm not going to lie. I was eating them up. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I did love the bagels at Bagels Express. I would recommend anyone get the bagels at Bagels Express. The turkey sandwich did go crazy. So, yeah.
And right now, let's hear from our sponsors from Bagel Express.
The School of Communication and Journalism at Stony Brook University, in collaboration with undergraduate student government, presents Roth Regatta Live. This broadcast is made possible with generous support from Bagel Express is proud to help support today's broadcast. Along with breakfast and their famous lunch sandwiches and paninis, Bagel Express is the official caterer of the Stony Brook Seawolves. To book your next party or catered event, call us at 631-675-2770. And Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jefferson Station is proud to be the official smoothie partner of Stony Brook University. Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jeff is also now a Wolfie Wallet partner. We are located at 5120 Wisconsin Highway, Port Jefferson Station. Download our app and earn rewards points while enjoying our made-to-order smoothies and food. You're on Tropical.
Going. We have our wonderful USG VP of Comms, Lavio Ratley, giving you free shirts today. Let's make some noise. Doesn't see ya. Are you looking at me, boy? You may have to work with your age. Nope. Hey, I mean, Grisha, if anyone wants to jump in the pod.
Chris, go get it.
So we have a taker over there. All right, let's get another shirt. Locked and loaded. Make some noise for these shirts! This is a fat one. Let it fly, Lavia, let it fly!
Chris? Chris! No! No! Chris, don't
I'm not touching nothing. I'm not touching nothing. Anybody got some clean water?
For the love of the game. For the love of the game. I would have cooked that one.
Y'all see where I am, right? Right at that orange barricade, we're gonna have a dance-off. Whoever side wins this dance-off, we're gonna shoot the shirt at. So we got our left side over here, and our right side right here. Left side, let me see some moves. Damn, I'm not seeing any dancing from the left side. All right, right side, let me see some moves. Oh, he's hitting the world! Yeah, I've seen enough. I've seen. Let's shoot that to the right side. Keep that over there to the right side.
Thanks, guys, and thanks to Tommy and Anthony for anchoring the first half. And now welcome to the second half of Roth Regatta Live. I'm Christopher Schultz.
And I'm Brian Friedlander. Congratulations to our winning sailors and good luck to everyone that will be participating in the second half.
Yes, and Brian, a lot of close calls, a lot of interesting races so far. What are you looking for in the second half?
Well, I'm really looking for, are we going to continue the momentum that we've had in the first half? I mean, I know we're moving on to now yachts instead of speedsters, so I'm curious to see if we're going to be going as fast as we were before.
Yeah, yachts are big boats. And now we have a third poll for you. And just a reminder, scan the QR code on the screen to vote.
So
the group of boats, or which group of boats had the best designs. Again, scan the screen to vote.
So I think personally that the yachts are going to be the best ones, just because I've seen a lot of the yachts and I've actually participated in building a lot of them. I think they have great ideas. I think they're really relating it to the Greek mythology theme, which we're looking for at this Roth Regatta.
Yeah, and we'll see who wins. And
all right, and now let's navigate back over to the pond.
Okay. What else?
So what else are you looking forward to in the second half of Roth Regatta Live?
Well.
All right, let's navigate back over to the pond.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for our yacht section. We have 4 contestants, the C certified, the SS Grizzly Bruner 2, the Crazy Cool Jesters, and Wolfie's own Wolfie Boat. This is the second year he's participated in Roth Regatta, and they're making some pretty decent speed as they take second place. It's looking like C-Cert is leading strong.
Yeah, C-Cert got a very hot start right out of the gates. And I have to think with how fast some of these boats are going, I think we're still in the Speedster heat, no?
The SS Bruner 2 is lagging heavily behind. No, the sequel is not doing as good as the first one. Not by a margin. Wolfie's looking strong over there.
Yeah, Wolfie's keeping it close. It's not like the Scooteroni at the end of the Speedster heat.
Second place, he's catching up.
Yeah, and Wolfie's making some progress here.
Storybook's very own Wolfie's strength is with this.
Oh, C-Certified's got it.
Yeah, the collision.
Uh-oh. Hopefully no capsizes over here.
A little bit behind, but you know, they're making some good speed.
I think the ultimate thing is just not to sink. As long as you don't sink, you have a chance.
They're taking in some water for sure.
C-Certified and Wolfie neck and neck.
Swimming over.
Can't quite tell who has the lead here, but it's either C-Certified or Wolfie.
I can't tell. Over here looks very close. Oh no.
It's an update. The Crazy Cool Jesters have capsized.
Yeah, no, they absolutely took the L over there.
Yeah, certainly nominated for the Best Titanic Award at the end of the show.
Winner of the first.
And Wolfie's got it!
Wolfie, there he goes. He took the dub immediately. Never doubted him for a second.
Yeah. Power of school spirit is strong here at Roth Regatta. Final time currently at 1 minute 33 seconds.
Wow. Definitely great time. Didn't waste a second.
Not at all.
Crazy. That was a crazy capture, man. What a comeback. We'll take it back to you guys. Oh, keep going, keep going.
Not throwing just yet. Heat number 20 is getting ready to line up here. We have Jubilee Latino. We have the Lab of Theseus, LLS at SBU Cancer Busters, and the Lagmir Simba Lambda Laganeers Leviathan League of Legends.
Wow, okay. The LLS has a very noble motor, but will that carry them to the end? I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. Jubilee Latino's boat, a very unique name, named after their very own organization, Jubilee Latino.
Yes.
And the Lab of Theseus is named after the ship of Theseus.
Yes.
If you have an old boat and one at a time, use the pieces to build another boat and replace the old pieces with new ones. Which one is the original boat? You tell me.
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
I'm going to say it's the same boat because I feel like the boat
yeah,
is
just
a spirit.
New and improved.
New and improved, exactly. Doesn't matter how many pieces you replace, it's the same boat at the end of the day.
Resurrection is very big in mythology. And it seems to channeling that energy today.
Absolutely.
Through their boat.
Yeah, no, for sure. SBU Cancer Busters raise their hand over there. And we have the Langmere Sigma Lambda Lagooners, Leviathan League of Legends. A lot of Gooners today, right?
Yes.
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
Seen a couple there.
I was worried on getting stumbled on with how many L words there. Langmere, Lambda, Laganeers, Leviathan, League, Legends. I'm surprised I actually read that.
Well, they are representing the Langmere Hall Council. I don't know what League of Legends has to do with it.
Well, it's certainly a popular e-game on e-sport on campus. And we are underway, and
we'll take it back to you guys.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm with the Wolfie crew. Now first, can I get your names? I know your name.
I'm Lenny. Aiden.
Danielle? Okay, well first I just want to say congratulations guys. You guys did amazing, especially with 4 people on the board. Now tell me, did you guys have a strategy going into this?
You know, go in as individuals, come out as a unit. You know, it was an Underwolf story. No one thought we could do it. They thought his paws were too big. But that's what helped us in the end.
I'm with him on this one. We just went in and went for it. How about you?
I really think we just said go hard or go home.
Right. Now, Wolfie, do you have anything to say? Okay. Well, guys. Wrap it up. Okay. So, guys, tell me, how are you guys feeling after the race?
Wet.
Tired.
What was that?
How are you feeling? Nice, nice, nice. Tell me, is this your first time doing Roth Regatta?
It's not my first rodeo, but I think I performed well.
This is your first time winning.
First time winning, definitely.
I watched the regatta last year, but this was my first time participating, and I had a great time. So.
Wow, so your first time participating and you won.
Yeah, it's great. Got the golds.
Amazing. How about you?
This was also my first time this year, but I thought we'd try it out, and it was really great.
Nice. Wolfie, is this your first time at Roth? Oh, second time. Did you win the first time? Oh, what? It's for everyone's first time winning. That's amazing. Do you guys have, well, thank you guys so much. Congratulations once again. Back to you guys.
All right. So it looks like Jubilee Latino took the last one.
Yep, time just came in, 1:15, which is the new high for the yacht division.
Yeah, that was faster than Wolfie.
Yes, faster than Wolfie by about 17, 18 seconds.
Oh, wow.
And Langbeer, Sigma, Lambda, Lagooniers, Leviathan, League of Legends, that boat. I was going to say that boat just to kill time here. But yeah, capsized right in front of us, really. Never really got a chance.
They weren't even able to salvage it out.
Yeah. Very little chance to get off the ground, so to speak.
Wow, they were not even able to salvage it out. It's still in the water.
And heat number 21, about to get underway. We have the One Pipe, Campus Residence IT, CSSA, the Chinese Students and Scholars Association, and Demeter's Chariot.
Demeter? That's a familiar name. Who's that?
She is the sister, I believe, of DNA's sister, the goddess of harvest.
Okay. All right, cool. And she's representing the Health and Nutrition Club. Very accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Something I found interesting is that it's not always Greek mythology that's being referenced here. Referencing back to Rusalka in the Speedster heat. This is back to Rusalka in the Speedster heat. That was more of a Slavic figure, more of like a mermaid of kind in Russian mythology.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if we're going to see any more other myths coming through.
All right, we're about to wrap up here. Back to you guys.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm with Jubilee Latino. Guys, can I get your names?
My name is Seth.
My name is Oscar.
I'm Daniel.
Chris.
Okay, well guys, congratulations on winning. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling great right now. I'm feeling fantastic. I'm
feeling amazing.
Honestly, there's nothing better.
It's surreal. It's surreal.
Is this your first time in Roth Regatta?
Yes, it's our first time.
First time.
Yes, ma'am.
Very first time.
Nice, so first time and you won. It's amazing. Were you guys expecting that?
We chanted, we practiced on our sync, everything.
You practiced?
We did a lot of practice, a lot of preparation. We worked together as a team.
We came to win. We came to win.
Yep.
Practice?
Yeah, we practiced a lot, yep.
Okay, well, I think it's very evident. You guys did amazing. Do you guys have any advice for future people doing this?
Always practice your row. You have to be on sync.
Definitely a lot of support on the inside so that it doesn't like fold up on you.
Okay, well, guys, thanks once again. You guys did great. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
All contestants are waiting at the starting line. Looking very prepared. I'm seeing some unique designs. Like the one pipe is looking pretty sturdy. I wonder if it's going to be able to carry all that weight. What else? We have Campus Residences IT. They're very proficient in technology. I wonder if that helped them build their boat.
Yep.
CSSA, the CSSA Chinese Students and Scholars Association. So we have some very studious people, studious individuals, wondering if that helped them build their boat. Like I said, we have some pretty unique designs going, but is it going to help them get through?
At least for this heat, color-wise, it looked very similar. A lot of silvers and whites as the base. It's really the designs of the details that really help set these boats apart.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think generally, like, we have been seeing a lot of people sticking to that Greek mythology theme, at least in terms of the colors. But yeah, no, we have some very sturdy-looking boats over there. I'm actually hoping for some good competition.
So we wait for Heat 21 to begin. It looks like they're fishing any leftover t-shirts out of the water, as we've had well-chronicled experiences with the t-shirt cannon.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're facing some very treacherous waters ahead. Remember, that push-off seems to be one of the most important aspects of whether or not they're going to win. They're about to start.
1, 2, 3.
And they're off.
And there is the horn.
Okay, I'm seeing a ship captain hat. Looks like they have some leadership in the one height.
CSSA taking an early edge here. Demeter's Chariot not too far behind.
Very strong lead. Oh, wow. Seeing some great competition going on.
Oh, and Demeter's Chariot kind of cutting off CSSA here.
Oh, wow. What a great
Oh, turned on its side.
Looks like a three-way collision coming up.
Yeah, if IT can somehow get around this mess, they might have a shot here.
Yeah, they actually will. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Seeing some water going inside there.
Yeah, Chariot might be sinking.
Very terrifying.
Now, we said in the pregame that, you know, for the most part, this pond is cleared out, but can't guarantee. They have recovered.
Okay, wait.
Almost critical condition here with Demeter's Chariot, but they have managed to stay afloat here.
Yeah, no, it's actually very surprising.
Yeah.
First and second.
CSSA.
CSSA kind of
wow,
bringing up
looks like
third
they're
here.
back.
Demeter's Chariot getting stuck on the wall as that was not a gun shot, that was a cannon. Hard to see here. Looks neck and neck here for heat number 21.
Oh, wow.
So they did end up. All right, back to you.
So Chris, what do you think of this crowd that showed up today?
I mean, just look at all these people here. It's an amazing, crowd. A lot of people showing up. And actually, last year, a lot of people showed up for Roth Regatta. And we actually have a new poll: which groups of boats had the best design?
All right.
Or excuse me, we have a same poll, which is which group of boats had the best designs, and it looks like that yachts are in the lead currently at 55%. And yeah, Showcase is only at
Showcase is a little
9%.
lower.
Yeah.
I expected Speedster to be a little higher just because that was the race we saw, but maybe more people are interested in the yachts.
Yeah, yachts, I guess because there are 4 people this time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, getting back to the crowd, you just see all these people here, and they're really cheering on for their friends, for their loved ones, for their family, and it's just an exciting time. And speaking of the yachts, what do you think about the yacht design so far?
I mean, I'm a big fan of 2 of the specific yachts, the Spirit of Stony Boat and the Storm of Poseidon.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm super interested to see how they perform. I helped build both of them.
Right.
Obviously, I'll be supporting them. But, yeah, I mean, I think all of them are really going to do great. I'm curious to see if the same designs as the Speedsters are going to work as the yachts, just because I know there is more people in them. Therefore, I know that it may be a little harder to keep those afloat. Let's just send it back to the pond.
Yeah, no, they changed it, so I can't even say anything.
Some updates here on heat number 21. Chinese students and scholars ended up taking it with a time of 1:29.06, which will mark them right in the middle of the 3 heats so far.
Yeah, not so far, yeah. Who do we have next?
We have Spooky Brook Motor Fork. We have Zeus, VISO, Veterans Association, and Roth OTC.
Okay, all right, cool. So it looks like Zeus is meant to be representative of the Zeus, God of Thunder, and they're off.
And we are underway.
Oh my goodness, crazy start.
Yeah, crazy start for VISO. Winners of the yacht division last year.
Strong lead. I'm surprised ROTC
potentially
so far.
Potentially seeing a very similar trend to the Speedster here, where the defending champs are to a hot start.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. Wow, looks like Zeus's own chariot isn't doing too well.
Not even close, yeah. It seems very much so like VISO than everybody else.
I'll tell you what, we're seeing a lot of duct tape and tenacity right now.
Yes.
Some treacherous waters.
Very much so, very much so.
Vessel is doing great. Oh my God.
Unbelievable things. Well, that's what happens if you get that knowledge on how to succeed at Roth Regatta. You don't really tend to lose it too often.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There, no strangers to this competition.
Not at all.
Vessel took an absolute strong dub over here. We already have our next contender.
Trouncing the competition. Trouncing the competition.
He still has some boats in the water, lagging heavily behind. I think that was a strong combination of good design and good technique.
Yes, and fastest time by a mile at 47.42 seconds. The fastest by a long shot so far. For context, the next fastest winner was Jubilee Latino at 1 minute and 15 seconds.
I can't wait to see them compete against Vessel.
That was faster. It was faster than any of the Speedster heats, including Scuderia Rooney, who finished the final at 48 seconds.
Oh, wow. That's very surprising. You would think the Speedsters would have a very, very strong time, but I guess not.
Yes, shout out to Campus USG for getting us these times pronto. Heat number 23 awaits. It looks like it's going to be Jason and the Argonauts, SDT X Peak App, Do It Cerberus Support, and the Hunters of Artemis.
Wow, very interesting names going on.
Hello? Just talking like.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So we have the company of archers to represent Artemis. Artemis was an archer herself, the lunar goddess of light, twin sister of Apollo, who was the sun god. Pretty sure we saw Apollo earlier, am I wrong?
You are potentially. You saw Cerberus earlier, definitely.
Okay,
Cerberus
right.
back in heat number 1, actually.
Oh, wow.
Experiencing.
Gotcha. Okay. We have Do It Cerberus support, second place historically. Very interesting. SDT X Pickup, representative of Sigma Delta Tau Pi Kappa Phi. SDT is a sorority and PKB is a fraternity. And then we have Jason and the Argonauts from Staller Center, heroes who traveled on the ship the Argo on a quest to get the Golden Fleece. And we'll take it back to you guys.
Hi, I'm here with one of these who just won their heat. Who am I talking to?
My name is Anthony Constante.
Ugo. It's Kang.
Evan Erbolino.
So how long did it take for you guys to build your boat?
Roughly like 2 days, 8-hour shifts, roughly.
Did you guys have any specific strategy that you had to win?
We just did the same strategy we used last year, and then it worked out pretty well for us in the end.
So this is your second time racing? Third year? Do you have any advice that you want to give to the future Seawolves who are racing?
Buy good duct tape. Buy quality duct tape. It's very important.
Invest in good materials.
Compressive force is your enemy.
Don't share the industry secret.
Did you expect to win today?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you planning on coming back next year, or is this your last year?
Oh yeah, we'll be back every year.
Yeah, every year pretty much.
Yeah, we're gonna be back again. Also, please don't copy stop copying our designs, please.
That's it. Thank you so much. Congratulations, guys. Back to you.
And
the boats are off to the race. We have Sigma Delta Tau leading second place. Very interesting heat. Argo, the art boat, just crashed into the side, crashed into the crowd.
This is Andrew Candio and Adrian Esposito coming to you live from Roth Pond. We are on heat 23. We are on heat 23. This is Adrian Esposito and Andrew Candio coming to you live from Roth Pond, where we have just wrapped up Heat 23. We are about to begin Heat 24.
And Heat 24 representing Quazzlecoat, Lyle's Little Sailors, the Coconut Oatmeal boat, and the Simon's Serpent. It's going to be an interesting heat, Adrian.
Definitely sounds like an interesting heat. I'm so excited for this race.
Who do you have your money on? Who do you think is going to win this one?
I am thinking lane 1 for some reason.
Simon's Serpent. I think the Simon's Serpent has an interesting boat dynamic. So
Definitely. I think the shape of the boat is just very solid.
And you can't forget about Lasso.
Lasso?
Lyle, the Quazzlecoat. Can't forget about that boat.
Oh,
On lane number
Quetzalcoatl.
1, so I think that has an interesting build to it as well. So we'll see if it can stay afloat. But I think within these heats, it's really dependent on the team's dynamic. How well they can sail together and just work together as a team to really push through and get through the finish line.
I completely agree. You need to have your oars together. You need to make sure you're rowing at the same time. Your boat's got to have the correct depth for the amount of people and weight it's holding. And they're off in Heat 24.
And it begins. It looks like all boats have been struggling with the push-off right now, but who will take the lead? It looks like there isn't a clear winner. There isn't a clear winner, but they're pushing through. The Simon Serpent. Back to you guys.
Hi, I'm here with Do It. Who am I talking to?
I'm Rachel. Xiaotian.
Anjali. Rebecca. How did you guys feel winning?
Amazing.
How long did it take you guys to build your boat?
Probably like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Did you guys have any strategy coming in to win? Do it thinking.
Yeah.
Do when you go, and then become first. Do you guys have any advice to give to the future generations at Roth?
Keep a solid pattern when you roll.
Having the thing. Are you guys here? Is this your first time racing?
Yeah.
Are you guys coming back here again?
I would love to, but graduating.
Okay, thank you so much and congratulations, guys. Back to you guys.
Hello, we are back.
And Lyle's Little Sailors has just won the race after a heated battle with all ships really fighting to make it. Lasso is still at the end, you know. They're sailing.
They got a late start into the water, so you know what, Andrew? That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, yep. As we go to Heat 25, we have Runaway Olympian, Maccabee Marine, SS Swamp 3, and Hydrophobic. It's going to be a very interesting race. Adrian, what are we thinking of the races here so far?
So far, it hasn't been as exciting as the Speedster races. I guess that's why they call it the Speedster race, because everybody goes so fast because there's only 2 of them. But I think we are in for a treat here with the yachts still.
All right, starting line, you know what to do. Give me that cue when it's time to come down.
at the finish line.
Hi, I'm here with Lyle's Little Sailors. Who am I speaking to?
Dia, Shermay, Veronica.
Pernay.
Is this you guys' first time racing? Yeah! First time and winning. Are you guys coming back?
Yeah! Woo! Definitely.
What strategy did you guys have to build your boat?
So we went. We counted together. We screamed at each other.
Do you guys have any advice to give to the next generation?
We definitely just work together as a team. You guys got this. Woo! Have a lot of fun.
Definitely. What was the hardest part about this?
Definitely turning, building the boat, and building the boat as well.
Got it. Thank you so much and congratulations. Bye.
So we are in a tight race right now. Runaway Olympians had a great start, but now is falling short. We currently have Maccabee Marine in second place, and SS Swam 3 leading the race, leading the pack. Hydrophobic definitely did sink. But it's looking like a tight race between Maccabee Marine and SS Swam 3. Adrian, I think what has really shown in these past couple of heats is these teams need to really work together. You know, one thing I've noticed with the Speedsters is people sailing cohesively, sailing as one. I think that's something that's kind of lacking between a lot of these teams. But these races have been looking really good. So, very excited.
A photo finish, folks. Maccabee Marine has won. And honestly, Andrew, I agree. The yacht division is much more about teamwork because in the Speedster races, you saw a lot of boats capsizing. They weren't attuned into each other as much as you have to be with a four.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. And Heat 26, we're looking at Tau Kappa Phi Alpha, Asian Sailors Alliance, Storm of Poseidon, and Geek Gods. Oh wow, what a interesting and amazing name, Geek Gods. So, it's going to be interesting to see how these boats operate. Back to the sponsors.
The School of Communication and Journalism at Stony Brook University, in collaboration with undergraduate student government, presents Roth Regatta Live. This broadcast is made possible with generous support from Bagel Express is proud to help support today's broadcast. Along with breakfast and their famous lunch sandwiches and paninis, Bagel Express is the official caterer of the Stony Brook Seawolves. To book your next party or catered event, call us at 631-675-2770. And Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jefferson Station is proud to be the official smoothie partner of Stony Brook University. Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jeff is also now a Wolfie Wallet partner. We are located at 5120 Wisconsin Highway, Port Jefferson Station. Download our app and earn rewards points while enjoying our made-to-order smoothies and food. You're on Tropic Time now.
Here with the winners of this heat, what are your names?
Mary Beth,
Kyla, Savvy, Gabby. And what was your strategy going into today's race?
rowing at the same time.
Just going really fast. Just row. Row. Okay, perfect. And tell me about where'd you find your cardboard? What was the strategy behind your boat?
I mean, we all brought our own cardboard. Jess, one L helped us, brought the most cardboard. We got cardboard tubes, like at least like 15 rolls of duct tape.
And what was your all put in the work together?
Like, we really worked as a team, and that's why we think we won.
Okay, and what was your strategy behind the structure of the boat?
I think lots of duct tape. We really made sure the fact that no single drop of water could get in, and we think that's very important.
All right, perfect. Back to you guys.
So we are just about to begin Heat 26, and as we stated previously, it's Tau Kappa Phi Alpha, Asian Sailors Alliance, Storm of Poseidon, and Geek Gods. Very excited to see how this race will operate.
Me too. Geek God is an amazing name for a boat.
It's very interesting and very unique. I really like that. Storms of Poseidon. I'm curious to see how they will operate within this race. Will they sync or will they move as a cohesive team? So. And the race has just begun. Oh, all four boats having difficulty with the push-off. It's looking like Tau Kappa Phi Alpha is in the lead. Asian Sailors Alliance is really pushing and fighting for it. It's a neck-and-neck battle between Tau Kappa Phi Alpha, Asian Sailors Alliance, and Storms of Poseidon. Storm of Poseidon has just pushed in front. Look at them, just sailing beautifully. Just amazing teamwork. I think Storms of Poseidon might just be the clear winner for this heat. Geek Gods, although an amazing name, is trailing behind in last place. And with a commanding lead, Storm of Poseidon is the winner of this heat. Wow, what an amazing race they had, Adrian.
Thank you so much. This has been Andrew Candio and Adrian Esposito. Back to you guys.
All right. Brian, do you think that the yachts have a lower weight distribution?
So I think when we're talking about with the weight distribution on these boats, I think it's definitely playing a factor in how fast they're moving, because now we've gone from 2 people to 4. So if you don't even out the weight distribution, we've seen a few different scenarios on what could possibly happen. I think the most notable one was I saw a boat that couldn't even get offshore because they were lined up behind each other, and it was just a straight row. If you don't use the weight distribution to your advantage in this scenario, I don't think you can move as fast or even get in the water.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of boats that have not even gone off the ground, and you mentioned that as well to me. And I think it's unfortunate that so many people work so hard on working on their boats, and they were not able to even get it off the ground. And, you know, it's unfortunate, but it's kind of what happens.
Yeah, definitely.
So we got a new poll, we have the same poll, which is which group of boats had the best designs. And it looks like Yacht is in the lead with 56% of the votes, and 38% for Speedster, 9% for Showcase. And again, folks, click the QR code if you want to join in on the poll.
Now let's send it back to the pond.
I'm here with the Storm of Poseidon. They just won their heat. Everyone, what's your name?
I'm Alex.
I'm Stamatia.
Let's go.
I'm Kaz. This is Kenny.
Oh, yeah, I'm Kenny. I'm sorry.
And tell me, I know you had some reservations. Some professors told you your boat's going to sink. How did you fare?
We were a little nervous, but at the end, we pulled it together. We said we're going to prove them wrong, and we did. We did.
Honestly, their doubt powered us. If they didn't doubt us, we wouldn't have had the motivation to win. I'm talking about you, Kamazima. You doubted us, but we won.
And what was your strategy in the water today?
Just try to synchronize as much as possible.
A lot of planning and organization and practicing the calls.
Okay, cool. And we're here with our very own Samatia, our in-house weather person. Tell me, what's the weather looking like?
So it's a lot sunnier than we thought. We got a nice breeze coming in, but the sun is beating down out here. I would say it's about 78 degrees. I'm loving it. It's perfect weather to get tan.
Thank you. Back to you guys.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. This is Andrew Candio, and I'm Adrian Esposito. We are just starting this heat. The boats seem to have gone into the water pretty well.
In this heat, in heat number 27, we have Tubman Hall, Trojan Horse, Filipino United Student Organization, and Dynasties Express. It's looking like Trojan Horse is taking the lead. It's a neck-and-neck battle between Tubman Hall and Trojan Horse. Adrian, I think Trojan Horse might take this.
I think so too. And you know what? That horse has a giant googly eye. How fun.
I have a feeling that Tubman Hall's boat may capsize, but I don't know. It's looking like it's fighting for its life. Dionysus Express is making an amazing comeback. Oh my God. After trailing behind in 4th place, is going to pass Trojan Horse for the lead and the win. Oh my God.
They are named after the god of wine, so.
This is a neck and neck battle. Dionysus Express making an amazing comeback after coming in 4th and having a terrible start. Made an amazing comeback to go past Trojan Horse and be 1st place.
I guess that's why they're called the Express. Because that was really fast.
I think something to really observe there is the incredible teamwork. All of them just sailing as one unit. I think that's very important. I think Trojan Horse got ahead of themselves. They thought they had the race already, one in the bag, and no effort was put into place.
Exactly. They got too complacent. They thought they had this win in the bag, and then Dionysus just came out of nowhere.
I'm excited for Heat 28. I'm very excited for Heat 28. We'll see how this goes.
Me too.
In Heat 28, we are expecting Delta Sigma Pi, the Delta Sigs. So that's going to be an interesting organization to watch. X is going to be interesting. Kappa Lambda Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet. So I'm expecting that to be very fast and plateau. I'm expecting an interesting race. Based on the names, I'm betting on Kappa Lambda Silver Bullet.
Yeah, I mean, what a thing to name a boat, right? This has been Adrian Esposito and Andrew Candio. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Back to you guys.
Hi everyone, I'm with the Dynasties Express. Can I get your names, please?
Ava.
Abbas. Benny.
Zen.
Hey, well guys, congratulations on winning. Tell me, how are you guys feeling?
Feeling great.
Really good, really happy.
Amazing.
This is actually out of our expectation.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, were you guys expecting to win?
We were just hoping to float.
I didn't hear you.
You were expecting to win?
Yeah, of course. We were dedicated for that. We thought we were going to sink.
Yeah, because this is all of our first time, so
Yeah.
that's like, we're just...
So this is your first time at Roth Regatta? Okay, did you guys have a strategy going into this?
All go at the same time. Yeehaw!
Is there a strategy?
Yeah, just Team A and Team B and go at different times.
What about you guys? Do you guys have a special strategy?
Yeah, we discussed like based on yeehaw, the rhythm, so that, and then based on turning, we stop either Team A or Team B. So we had 2 people in Team A, 2 people in Team B.
Yeah, so basically I make sure the boat is throwing the right direction, and then I'll call the team that needs to be stopped. So I was just like, and then like Team A stop, and then Team B stop, like that type of stuff.
Well guys, congratulations, you did amazing. Back to you.
I won't lie, all 4 boats had a terrible start. Terrible start. One boat just capsized. It looks like they're just They're all just struggling right now. I don't think there's going to be any winner in this heat. I won't lie, Adrian.
Yeah, they're definitely not getting into that final. That's for sure. Oh, wait.
Is that the silver bullet?
The Atlas.
Lambda 5. The silver bullet.
Wait.
Is in the lead currently.
It looks like it might capsize.
They all look like they're going to capsize.
You're absolutely right. It does.
Wait, is X making a comeback? I think X is making a comeback. But as of right now, it is Kappa Lambda silver bullet. It looks like my bet was correct. I don't think they'll make the finals though due to the time.
Definitely not. I highly doubt it.
They all definitely spent a lot of time just wandering around by the start line. So. Oh wow, Delta Sig is currently struggling. The winner is Kappa Lambda silver bullet.
Just like you predicted, Andrew. Wow, with a name like that, how could it not win?
How could it not win, Adrian? How could it not win? But wow, what an interesting start. Definitely one for the books.
Definitely. I mean, all 4 boats were just like in the water at the same time, and they struggled coming out of the gate.
I'm surprised any boat finished this heat.
I know, right? Surprised they didn't all capsize.
In our next 3-boat heat, we shall see. So we have C-Step coming next, Science Fiction Forum, and Aphrodite. So this is Aphrodite is Alpha Sigma Alpha and Kappa Sig. Do you think we're gonna have the same start as last heat? What are our predictions this time around?
Those boats look pretty sturdy to me, honestly.
Yeah, they look sturdy. I think C-Step really put a lot of effort into that boat, and it looks really nice. My prediction right now is Science Fiction Forum will have a great start and win.
All right, let's see if that comes true, Andrew.
Oh wow, that just jinxed them. They're stuck, oh no. They haven't left the starting line. Oh no, I jinxed them, Adrian. It's looking like a battle between C-Step and Alpha Sigma Alpha and Kappa Sig. They still haven't left the finish line. Oh my God. They're coming in the. You think they'll make a comeback? Or ooh. I think they have a chance. Let's not count them out. Or maybe it's looking like C-Step might just take the race and win this heat. I really feel sorry for Science Fiction Forum. They really did have potential, but their boat was stuck on the starting line. Send it back to you guys.
Hi everyone, I'm with the Kappa Lambda Silver Bullet crew. Guys, congratulations on winning. Tell me, how are you feeling?
I feel great. I feel great too.
Happy. I thought I was gonna
weren't the one to fall in, but I did see you fall in. How are you feeling, by the way?
I just want to go in the pods. I was panicking the whole time. I was going to jump in. Like, yeah.
So guys, tell me, did you guys have a strategy? Because you guys did amazing. Look at you guys, you're pros.
The strategy was not to sink.
And counting 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's the question? Just pad as hard as we can.
Yeah, like honestly, just accommodate to each side. Like, keep paddling.
Okay, well, clearly it worked because you guys did amazing. Thank you guys. Back to you guys. Good job.
That so many people their fair share of vitamin D. And Brian, I gotta ask, do you think that a muggy day would really, destroy people's confidence and really lack the votes would lack in moral support?
Honestly, I definitely think so. From my Roth Regatta in the past, I've seen that last year was it was a little colder, and I think that definitely affected how people went into Roth Regatta, how they were expecting to do. This year we can see, we have a nice high of 70 to even almost 80, and that's causing people to come outside. So we're seeing a lot more people out here. But let's take a look down at what's going on at the regatta.
Welcome back to Heat 30. The Solar Sigmas are going off to a commanding lead. We got the Solar Sigmas, the Spirit of Stony Brook, and the SS Environment Club.
Feeling really good about the Solar Racing Club over here, the Solar Sigmas. I mean, they have lots of experience in racing. So, of course, as long as they don't fly too close to the sun, it looks like they should be taking it. But look at that.
Now the SS Environmental Club taking a great lead into the front. Their paddles continuous in unison, but the Solar Stony
Brook is pulling ahead. You can see on the back of their boat, they have the lyre on the front of their boat, a sign of Apollo, as they make their way really close to the finish line. It looks like they might just take it.
And they clear everyone else in a commanding lead. Great job to the Spirit of Stony Brook. They have kind of just, they went in a straight propelled lead, and they kept it the entire way.
They started in second, but they slow and steady overcame the Solar Racing Club, and they took that lead by a pretty big gap.
And in this case, we have them, they clocked in at 1 minute and 9 seconds. Some of the best times that we've seen so far.
It looks like they'll be making it to the final round, which will be coming up very soon.
And so, for the final four, it is Veso, the Spirit of Stony Brook, Jubilee Latino, and one more that has a Do It Cerberus support.
This means that we'll be seeing VISO, the Veteran Student Organization, and Do It going up against each other for maybe the third year in a row, isn't it?
The third year in a row, Veso and Do It back at it again, and we'll see who wins. But Veso
has largely been first place these past few years, whereas Do It has largely been in second, so it's going to be really interesting to see, will the underdogs take it, or will Veso keep their legacy going strong?
And now we throw it over to the finish line. Thank you, guys.
Make it long? Okay. Oh my God. It's like black and white.
God damn. Veso hit 40, sub 50, bro. Look at everybody else. They're past a minute.
Banter? All right, this is really good. We have the Spirit of Stony Brook coming in over here. They're coming in hot. They just won. Woo! All right, let me get 2 of you on this side and 2 of you on this side. We're good. All right. Let's get your names. What's your name?
I'm Sam.
I'm Aiden.
Alexa.
Come a little closer.
Patrick.
All right, guys. How long did it take to build this boat? How long?
That's a good question. I don't know, man.
All right. All right, did you face any challenges in the start? I heard you guys were a little behind. How'd you pull through?
We had a lot of people working really hard at the last minute to get the boat done.
Yeah. All right, so what about for next year? What are your plans? Are we going with the same boat design or like a little something different?
Carpet rolls.
Carpet rolls? All right, what about last year? Is it an improvement from last year? Or? Definitely. Yep.
Definitely. What went on last year?
What?
What went on last year?
We made it too big. You know, we cut down on the size. Perfect.
All right. This is so good. This is so good.
Our pushers.
Yeah. Woo! Woo! Spirit of Stony Brook has so much support here. We have people behind here. We are having a blast. We're having a blast. Now tell me, are you going to do Roth Regatta again?
Hell yeah!
Woo! We're doing it again! Woo! 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 All right, there's so much support out here. We're going to send it back to you guys in the studio. Good? All right.
Well, thanks, Miles. And, you know, shout out to the pushers of the boats. They're just as important, don't you think?
Exactly. How are you getting in the water without the pushers? You can't.
Yeah. No, like I said, that they were. We have a new poll actually, and which group of boats had the best designs? And we have Yacht is 50%, Speedster is at 42%, so Yacht is still in the lead, and Showcase is at a measly 8%. And it looks like Yacht might win, but you know, it's still a tight race, no pun intended.
You know, Speedster catching up here,
Yeah.
but you know, I think Yacht has that lead. I think because we've seen so much more of them and such more intricate designs, people are really voting for that. People want that.
Yeah, and designs are all cool for all boats, so.
Exactly.
And yeah, so what else do you really like about this event so far?
I mean, I'm really excited to actually see the showcase boats because I know those are the more creative ones, and I'm curious to see how people are going to relate that to the Greek mythology theme here at Roth Regatta.
Yeah, I'm excited to see I actually saw my friend briefly. He was actually one of the pushers. His name is Dylan, and I was really excited to see him. And yeah, I hope he really enjoyed this event. Yeah, it's really cool to see so many. Like I said, it's so cool to see so many people out in the sun and just enjoying this day. I'm certainly enjoying it. What about you?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I haven't. Last year, again, I said that it was very cloudy last year. But let's take a look back at the boats going on. Let's go look at these races.
That's good. Oh, and it looks like they're still getting inside the boats.
Looks like some fire theme boat over here.
Yeah, it looks like that. It's Spirit of Stony Boat is back.
All right, let's take a look at play-by-play.
Yes.
All right, guys, we are back at it at the starting line of the final round of the yachts. We've got VESO, the Veteran Students Organization. They came in at their speed at the fastest at 47 seconds. Spirit of Stony Brook, Jubilee Latino, and Do It Cerberus Support will be competing against them for the final championship. Their times, respectively, are 1 minute and 9, 1 minute and 15, and 1 minute and 19.
And I just want to point out how much more time that VESO has cleared across the other boards. They've gone in a sub 50-second race compared to the other three that has been past a minute. So it's looking like VESO, it might get another ring this year.
It's really looking like the VESO has definitely put a lot of time and effort into this boat, and it seems like they have a great legacy of this. But we'll see, because as we know, that there's always the Achilles heel to look out for.
And we know that in the spirit of competition, anything can happen. So don't count them out just yet. We're very excited to see how they're going. And as the competitors get ready to race in the final round of Roth Regatta, everybody's starting to cheer as everybody's watching what's going to unfold.
And I'm really excited to see, too, in my final Roth Regatta, what the final championship is going to look like.
And remember, Do It and VSO have been beefing for 2 years now.
Really excited to see how that rivalry plays out here, and I'm also really impressed that Spirit of Stony Brook managed to keep the lyre on the front of their boat. That's a pretty big extension that they managed to keep on for the entirety of the race, so props to them.
And great showings to both Do It, the Spirit of Stony Brook, and Jubilee Latino. Both incredible technique, paddling straight forward and not moving it to the side in any sort of way.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it's much harder than it looks when racing cardboard. And here we go. We are
and the boats are coming in. VSO is the first to get in. Jubilee is second. VSO has gone out to a small lead in the beginning. They're pushing the first and direct.
Stony Brook has just hit the water.
And they're all in kind of a contentious lead. Anybody can win this race. VSO's trying to. and they're all neck and neck, but VSO is looking to be closer to the front, and VSO's keeping up at the same race. But wait, is that what I think it is? The Spirit of Stony Brook
is pulling ahead.
The Spirit of Stony Brook is floating up ahead just slightly, and they're pushing it, and it's such a close race. We're looking at live footage, keep going, and the Spirit of Stony
Brook is rowing so evenly that band practice has really got them working as a fantastic team.
Are the Kings going to be dethroned? Who knows? We're taking a look at it right now, and the Spirit of Stony Brook, VSO intertwines it. It looks like the Spirit of Stony Brook might win it this year. And ladies and gentlemen, the final winner is the Spirit of Stony Brook, and it's not VSO at all, and not doing either. It's somebody off of the range.
Underdogs have overtaken the competition from all of our predictions.
Kings can be dethroned. And now, congratulations to the Spirit of Stony Brook. We'll see how they feel for winning and breaking the curse of both Dewitt and VSO, winning the first and second continuously.
Yeah, we still see some boats paddling to the finish line. Jubilee Latino, Dewitt Service, and VSO are still making their way to the finish line. But this has been a really surprising upset considering the legacy that we've seen for the past few years. So it's really exciting to have a new team crowned the champions. And yeah, I'm really impressed.
And honestly, thank you guys so much for tuning into this broadcast, and especially the play-by-play. That'll be the last of us for the night, for the afternoon. I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'm going to throw it now to the finish line, the finish line interview.
Have a great night, Seawolves.
All right, guys, we are here with the Roth Regatta champions for the Yacht! All right, this is great, Okay, how does it feel to be truly victorious, truly winners?
Oh, it's amazing! We're doing it again! Let's go! Everything I've ever dreamed of! It feels great!
Woo! Okay, we're so excited. All right, you got to do it next year. Are we doing it next year?
I'm going to pass it on to all of them next year. We're going to do it next year.
We got into the dirty water, but it was worth it. They were the semifinalists, and now the finalists again. Now we're going to see if SOSB can take home the crown again next year. But for now, we're going to celebrate. Woo! Back to you guys in the studio. All right, woo, let's go.
Already?
All right, okay. Actually, we're still here. Now, was it harder to race the first race or the second race?
Second one, because we used a lot of energy on the first.
Got you. What was the main technique? I saw you guys rowing.
We made sure that to chant row so we're all in sync.
Got you. Were you guys in sync too?
Oh, absolutely. Technique. It's the technique.
Now, what is something that you saw with other rowers that you were like, that's a good technique? Anything that you wanted to use for next year, maybe? Or you're like, nah.
No, I think we can use the same technique next year. It was pretty good.
All right, cool. All right, so, I mean, honestly, it seems a bit calm right now, but we're still hype out here. And as you can see, Spirit of Stony Brook is so happy that they won. It's hot out here, but we're still cool because we're won. We're going to send things back to you guys in the studio now. Thank you so much for joining. Once again, you guys won. Woo! All right, go over there and celebrate. Go and celebrate. Woo, woo, woo! Roth Regatta is amazing.
Well, that's it for Roth Regatta 2025. I'm Christopher Schultz.
And I'm Brian Friedlander. Congratulations to the Spirit of Stony Brook for winning. Chris, it was great to work with you.
Yeah, you too, man. Thank you as well. And all the boats did amazing today. And shout out to all the clubs and organizations that competed. And last but not least, I want to thank everyone that tuned in today.
That's all from us. We will see you next year for the 12th edition of Roth Regatta Live. Have a great summer, Seawolves.
The School of Communication and Journalism at Stony Brook University, in collaboration with undergraduate student government, presents Roth Regatta Live. This broadcast is made possible with generous support from Bagel Express is proud to help support today's broadcast. Along with breakfast and their famous lunch sandwiches and paninis, Bagel Express is the official caterer of the Stony Brook Seawolves. To book your next party or catered event, call us at 631-675-2770. And Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jefferson Station is proud to be the official smoothie partner of Stony Brook University. Tropical Smoothie Cafe Port Jeff is also now a Wolfie Wallet partner. We are located at 5120 Wisconsin Highway, Port Jefferson Station. Download our app and earn rewards points while enjoying our made-to-order smoothies and food. You're on Tropic Time now.